Okay, so yeah, I should be on by now. I fixed it finally. I was facing an issue that I couldn't figure out. But yeah, what's up, guys? How are you guys doing? How's everyone doing? How's everyone's Sunday? I hope you guys are doing good. Hi, hello, Drag. What's up? Maybe you can do the PRX review of the KO comp. Yes, that's the one that they ran in the KJC Invitational, right? That's a really interesting tournament, right? Because that's the only tournament with that. I think one of the other two tournaments also had it, like the Korean tournaments, the Japanese tournaments, where they had agent bans and stuff. So it's really interesting. Good morning, Shashwat. What's up? How are you guys doing? Just sharing this link to my socials. Just give me a sec. It's this one, right? This tournament that you guys are talking about. Just give me a second, guys. Let me just share the link to my socials and stuff. So, good morning, Spice. Thumbnail is sick. Yep, very, 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 very high effort. VOD review. Guys, till then, if you go to the description, my socials are written there. If I'm not wrong, can you guys? I would appreciate it if you guys could drop me a follow on my Instagram, drop me a follow on my Twitter. Those are the two social medias I'm trying to use a lot more. So I would really, really like it if I could get some followers or some like stuff, some things down there. Like I have my Instagram. Yeah, I don't really use my Facebook, but I use my Twitter a lot more than my this thing. So please tune it. Please follow. I'd appreciate it. My leg goal for today is 100, obviously, and sub goal for the end of the year is 500. I think, given how infrequently I stream, I definitely don't expect 500 subs by the end of the stream or by any time soon. So we're definitely gonna watch this match. Definitely want. I want to know, like, there's two maps. Both went close. Both went almost OT. So that's gonna take me close to 2.5 hours to go through. And pin your socials in chat. I pinned my this thing, right? I'll add it. Okay, how do you enable Nightbot? I need to enable Nightbot on this thing. I'll just do that right now. Let's go to the Nightbot website and do it. One sec. Hello Darshan, what's up? How are you doing? Hopefully I don't expose myself while doing any of this. Oh, go to Nightbot dashboard and reconnect it. I haven't connected it ever. Join channel. Ensure that your Nightbot is. There are live and understand not private on YouTube. Yeah, fine. Moderators, paste. Save. And wait, Vedan's in chat, so definitely everyone should be the general mod for everyone's channel. Should definitely be a mod on my channel too. So yeah. Commands. Should I add command exclamation mark socials? And where did that go? Oh, I'm pretty sure I'm exposing some of my stuff. I'm definitely sure you guys aren't supposed to be seeing a creator's desktop or whatever. I'm pretty sure. Follow me on. Cool down 5 seconds. Okay, submit. Didn't I just add it? Where's it gone? Okay. Hello Vedant, what's up? What's up Malav, what's up? There's two Vedants, so I'm confused which one. Darshan, hello, what's up? All good, all right, doing great, doing great. Okay, got a night button reconnected. I did do whatever, right? But I don't know why the command didn't get added. Okay, there it is. Follow me on my socials, Twitter. I need to edit this a sec. Okay, yeah, should be fine about now. Right, refresh it. Okay, it is back. It's back. It's back. So yeah, so maybe we should get. So now I'm gonna start with the VOD. And I think did GE scream against Korean team? No idea. I think they might have. They might not have. Exclamation mark socials. Did I wait, is Nightbot connected to my chat? Yeah, Nightbot's there. So it should hopefully give you an exclamation mark socials. But it hasn't yet, so. So I'll open up chat here. Yep, it's on now. Sounds great. So guys, please drop a follow on my socials. I'm gonna definitely try and stay active a lot more over there. So yeah. So now let's start with the word. I think we wasted too much time already. So yeah. So for this, I just wanted to ask you guys, what did you guys think about like Exos? Like, what was your first impression of M42? So I think this was the esports debut. Edit with spaces. Does it? It works now, right? Oh god, still fucked. I need to edit the command. Exos' VLT review kar lo, please. Do you guys want to do Exos' VLT or do you want to do Exos' M42? Because when I put up a poll on my Twitter, thank you Vedant, you can fix that. Put up a poll on my Twitter, you guys wanted to watch Exos' M42. I think I'll do M42 first and then we can do... M42 is looking strong? Yeah. The one thing, like, is really interesting is obviously they have a little bit of, like, when they're like an unknown quantity and not many people know how they play, they get a little bit of, like a rough, like you get a little bit of an advantage. I'm gonna add a poll, guys, come on. I think this is the best way to... I can add a poll, right? Kya karna hai? EXO versus reality. Ask your community. So now you guys will decide. The poll come up yet, or I can't see it. Just that I can't see it yet. Okay, Exos' M42 is winning. Wow. Exos' M42 interesting. M42 good with the fakes. I saw the match here and there. I definitely didn't see it completely. I'll be honest with you guys about that. Rather than let me get to where you need to be.
Them out and beat.
So, veto wise, if you look at how strong EXO are on certain maps, Exos' VLT is one sided, not interesting. Okay, fine. We'll do Exos' M42, and if I feel like it later, we can go to definitely go to a this thing. So if you look at it map wise, for EXO, they're looking pretty strong on Haven and Split right now, I think, if I'm not wrong. Right? Like those are the two go-to maps. Bind 59%, Haven 57%, Split 70. Yeah, Split 70%. Ascent's pretty strong for them. But a lot of Ascent, like their strength on Ascent came from when they're playing like earlier with like different team. Like a lot of Indian teams are predominantly strong on Ascent. Icebox 59, Breeze 50. Breeze 50, I think, yeah, they've played only twice, so not much. And they changed their comp. They're not running dual controllers anymore. They run a Sentinel. So I'm interested to see. M42 is playing more as CS. Okay, so let's watch that first. How much volume do you guys want? Do you guys want a lot of volume, or is this much volume fine? Guys, come on. We have 9 viewers, and we have only 7 likes. Come on, that's disappointing. Let's get a few more likes on there, guys. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on, guys. At least 10 likes. I know everyone hasn't liked it. I haven't liked my stream, I think. So yeah, let's start. So veto wise, EXO obviously we're gonna pick split. That was pretty obvious. Then M42 picked Haven. So already veto wise, it was looking a little bit stronger for EXO because you know they like playing these 2 maps. Like even though Haven they've been getting like they haven't had the best results on it recently, and Icebox is kind of like just in the air for both teams because EXO are like theek hai, not too strong, not too weak on this, and these guys are also not too strong, not too weak on it. So let's see.
That's what M42 are here to.
कैसा है बेटे? Oh my god, is that Assassin 44? तेरा ही आवाज है इसमें सुनते हैं?
But look at this, the map that is usually the decider.
नहीं तू नहीं, Quinter. Sai only KO player in India? No, Maz is the second KO player, and there will be more KO players. I'm pretty sure someone from GE will pick up KO because of how strong they've made him with the recent batches. Someone can play, definitely. I'm pretty sure.
Whether they're gonna be super.
नहीं तेरा आवाज नहीं है, Quinter aggressive हो गया. तेरा तू कुछ और कास्ट कर रहा था ना शायद से कि तू इसमें है बाद में नितिश? मालूम नहीं मुझे. देख Assassin 44 बोला मैंने क्या बात कर रहा है नहीं रे 47 ही बोला है 100% 47 बोला रहेगा मैं 44 कुछ भी मत बोल 44 कौन बोलता है Assassin थोड़ी था Amazon वाले में Assassin कौन सा कास्ट किया था फिर तूने नितिश बीच में तेरा देखा था मैंने शायद से आवाज़ याद है तेरा
A lot of the avenues and a lot of the fights that M42 are going to be taking. So let's see, are they going to be up to the challenge? Do they have a strategy to maybe go up against them?
If I remember correctly, the way EXO approached this map is they have the 3 of them work mid, like Kali, Ghost, and Sai, while Blackhawk lurks A alone, tries to make a play at A towards A main, and I think Wimp is used to control B main. If I'm not wrong, he told 44. Okay, do you guys can forget about that for the meantime. I was producing the entire show match. Okay.
And we're gonna be a little bit and see how they want to play.
So what is it comp wise? Wimpan, yeah. This is a good pick. Now that given the buffs, like if Ghost can't match Kali's spacing or whatever, like Sai can maybe set it up with Kali and like play around that. And it's the defensive round, right? So the defensive round, guys, the defense was still EXO always like to make a play. They always like to get aggressive or something like that. Like that's the one thing they love doing a lot. So this is something that they do repeatedly. Like they do it in all of the maps that I have seen them doing. So yeah. So Killjoy, pretty good pick. The map is small, like tight corners. The mollies come and do great damage. So that's really one big reason to pick her up. Her ult is super strong on all parts of the map. Like given it's a small map, the ult's range is insanely good. Kali on Raze, he shines on this. Blackhawk on Omen is interesting given the fact that we've seen him play Astra on other maps and he plays Astra on other maps. And in my opinion, I think this is one of the best Astra maps. Right? And especially because they've got Raze in it. And so you just get so much stall utility and early round information controlling. Like you can get the dagger off, you can use the slows in the wall to control the pacing. If you're Astra, maybe the pull and the smoke. Like how usually teams do on Haven towards A lobby, like they can do something like that. Wimp on this and this, yeah. On the other hand, let's look at this comp. Sam on the Breach, love it already. Breach is pretty strong, especially given that his buffs to the buff to his aftershock, he directly counters Wimp and his ultimate now. Raze on Emo, Hyper on Sage, Rix on Killjoy, and Venom on Omen. Okay, so it's interesting to see them both teams not running the Astra. Killjoy is pretty much, yeah, it evens out. So the only difference in the comp is the KO versus the Breach, which is a difference in the flashes and utility kit, and the yeah, that's the only difference. Yeah, everything else is the same. TC Gauntlet में था Nitish तो है ना हाँ I think he cast that esports caster / analyst esports caster project lead working multiple roles. Hey, is he chard or what? So let's start.
When you consider the compositions that they're running for, the biggest question mark in my eyes is
so
them
wait, isn't Rick supposed to be the smokes player usually? If it wasn't something other, they'll still have a lot of things to sharpen. Let's see.
Uh,
Comp is
Range
okay. Like most teams will run
combination
this. There's
is the
nothing too
double
special
center
about
of the
this.
system.
So as we expect, Sai and Ghost will make an aggressive play towards A. Like try to get early control since they love doing the run pistol run. Since I've seen it when I was working with GE, these guys are chilling out, playing passive. So the way I think this works is Sai will dagger, a slow nade combo will come out, and they'll just Rex's KJ in both maps. Okay.
The thing is, I like that. Both of the sides went in for that.
What
double
exactly is
center.
EXO's weakness? I think in certain cases they get way too aggressive, which doesn't work out for them, and that they like mess around. They get mixed. They aren't too patient. Like they keep the thing with EXO is like the way they like to play is they like having pockets of control towards the map at all times, and then they don't know what to do when teams take it away from them. Like that's the one thing they'll struggle with. On bind the way they play is they want A shot, they want hookah, they want B long, and they want showers at the same time. Like that's how they were playing earlier. So yeah, Exorcist reality is not today. No, it's the old one. I think it's the Gauntlet finals that I want that you guys
There's no
wanted me to
astro
review.
pickup. There is nothing. The primary initiator from the team EXO
Let's
is
see. Yeah, so there comes out the dagger. Sam gets spotted on that, and Sai and Kali will push exactly
Kale.
that.
Kale's really good. Kale's really
Okay, the three of these guys push this. Okay, wow.
strong. It can
Let's-
do a lot, but it's dangerous as well to get.
Yeah, this is smart from these two guys. That's Rex and Hyper, I think. So as soon as this guy sees
Kale's
this,
really good. Kale's really strong.
he knows that these guys are pushing him.
And
These
do a
guys
lot,
start
but
getting a little bit more proactive, start
get a
working
lot to
towards
work.
B, and this is a good reaction. Like the raise to just come here, and the Omen will be like, okay, fuck it, I'll accelerate to B as well. Fuck, look at how aggressive these guys are getting. Like, the problem with getting this aggressive is like once you go this aggressive and it's not like playing balls to the wall aggressive, like that's the one thing that these guys keep doing. You're gonna leave gaps in your defense. Like look at this.
With a massive push from the side of Team EXO.
Big pen. You always unpredictable and confusing matches. Yeah, true. तू मेरे को आज मिलने वाला था क्या उसका? नहीं मिल सकते cause भाई शाम को घर पे F1 रेस देखने वाला और मैं अभी स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ तो फिर अभी ये मिल नहीं पाएंगे. देखते हैं अगर बीच में कुछ मैं कर पाऊँगा लंच के बाद मिलने रहेगा तो बोलता हूँ तेरे का ब्लॉग. So like these three getting so aggressive here, right? This is gonna leave a huge gap towards this entire part of the map. And for these guys to reclaim it is gonna be that so hard because they'll have to work with this guy and this guy coming from CT to rotate to work with this. But at the same time, if they accelerate and take it here, they'll keep control of CT and try to build around that. तू है ना घर पे ना तेरे को कुछ काम नहीं कल भी तू TS की तरह आया इतना बोला तेरे को आजा but नहीं आया ही नहीं. So yeah, that's one problem with going this aggressive and have no one to watch your back.
So down towards that A side.
But okay, they do well to just fall back and not give up too much space.
They're playing it slow. They're waiting for an
And,
aggressive
yeah.
peak. They
That's
lost
smart
a
in
lot
the
of
end.
space. This could just cost them here as well.
So the one thing I'm concerned about is how much utility they've lost in the meantime while trying to do this.
Just as well to get
They've lost a dagger
slow. They're down towards that A
and a
side.
molly.
They
So that should be
pushing
all of
it
Sai's
right
utility
now.
given the fact that he brought a
Attack with
ghost,
a
right?
massive push from the side of Team Egg, so down towards
So yeah,
that
so
A
Sai
side.
loses
They
all his
should be pushing
utility
it right
while
now.
trying to feel this aggression.
But
Like
M42
sure his dagger is
playing
probably
it slow.
recharging
They're
at like 30
waiting
seconds
for an
right now.
aggressive peak.
So they
They
fall
lost a lot of
back.
space. This could just cost them
Gotta
here
see
as
what
well.
they can do. In the meantime, like these two guys have done a good
Honestly,
job of not
and
leaking too
To be
much
honest,
and
we
not giving
can't
up
call
too
out
much map control.
yet,
So that's nice
'cause
to see. Let's see how
it
they
kinda
work
gives you an
around
idea
this.
as to how M42 is going to be playing off the bat.
Wait, Blackout only
on
buys
a
one
build
smoke?
where people normally, people normally
That could
go
be that could be harmful if these guys would have gone in for like a fast retake or something. He wouldn't have had another
for aggressive
fast
pushes
execute or
just
something. He
to
wouldn't have
find
had
out
another
how the other
smoke.
people are going to be playing, but no, they're playing it a
Sam
little
does
split-
good.
split
So
up a
Sam's
little
now like
smarter.
clearly
They're just trying
inching.
to
Okay, wow, this is nice. So, given the fact that they had already seen Sam here towards A when they pushed him back this much, and they should have had a rough idea that the fact that the Killjoy and these guys are working here, and the fact that they have a rope smokes, they know that they have a little bit of an idea as to where the
how
rest
other
of these
people
guys
gonna
are
be
right
playing, but
now.
no, they're playing it a
and
little split up a little
they're trying to
smarter.
work that.
They're just trying to.
So it's important to
I'm
see.
very sure it's just
And this is
them
a
not
big ball by the Ghost.
underestimating Team EXO at all. But at the same time,
Oh,
considering how
Oh god, this is This is horrible. I don't like this from Emo at all. This is so bad. Like, he's just used both his satchels and he's up here. While look at the rest of his team, right? Like here, and here. No one is in a position to raid him. Literally no one. This is way too aggressive from him. Like, if he doesn't get the kill here, if he doesn't secure the kill here, it's already hard to ask from him, because even if he gets one kill, these guys are gonna instantly pour in. There is still this sage wall which hasn't been broken, so these guys don't need to worry about A. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens here, because this is just too aggressive. He created too much space between him and his team. Like, as it is, you want to create space, but this is way too much distance.
Them, Team EXO should be scared because of them.
Okay, yeah. Good kill. Like, if he doesn't get the kill, that's the plan. He's faking it. Yeah, but it doesn't really matter, right? Because EXO have now gotten mid information. They know the fact that they've already daggered mid, right? So they know that there is no one coming mid. They have Wimp's utility over here, so they're fine with giving it up. Like, if the fact that Emo dies here hurts his team more than the fake at all. Because, and even if they fake, right, like, for them to go through this, they're gonna have to brute force something like this. And given the fact that if Wimp has mollies, there's no one to, like, create the space to the team. Like, they're just gonna have to walk in, and this breach is way too far to, like, give a trem or give a flash, right? So it's too, this is way too, like, hasty in my opinion.
Is this gonna be jumping straight in?
And it's weird that EXO are over-rotating on the back of this, because they should know that there's a sage wall here, and the sage wall wasn't broken. It was just satcheled over.
Right half of this classic. Oh, look at this, they're getting control of both sides.
This is an over-rotation from EXO, which leads to them messing around the whole round. I don't know why, like, they overrated this much. And Emo just, wow, big round from Emo. Like, big round from Emo to get this off. But I think EXO just over-rotate here. Like, Gopi was already mid-rotation, and then the two of them were already mid. I don't know.
Having fun over there. He's gone full Emo.
But yeah, good execute from them nonetheless. He's buying so much time here.
He's doing so much.
He's got so much time. And then Wimp getting headshotted, and these guys already starting the retake doesn't help either. Big round from Emo. Big fake. But I don't think it was too well sold. I don't know what you guys think about that, because they only had just the race satchel out there.
Another one, shots are going to be clean from both sides, but
1v, 2v3, he's too far behind side to help.
He's going to get killed soon enough. Venom's going to be the one to go in for a swing. Ties him down to 23 HP. He has nothing to work with. Two players on two sides. It's going to be a KO knife being used. It's just not going to be enough. Sam's going to be good for one kill. Sai's going to be good for another, but it's just not going to be enough.
Dude, the one thing I gotta appreciate, like, even though Sai, we hated on him so much before, he's become a lot better recently. I think he's a much stronger player recently. Much stronger. Aim wise, I think, his decision making wise, agent role wise, I think he's much stronger. I think he's much better.
Yeah, Rex is gonna be the one to shut him down.
And yeah, they're winning pistol. It's good fake coming out from them, but it's also on the back of EXO overrating the shit out of their life.
More than them, I don't see this. But it normally entails, you know, a few players going down mid, a few players going down the main side of the site that
it's also like the one thing you should always do against a KO. You should always, like, slow it down a lot more, right? So let them use their utility, let them use those two daggers wherever they want, and then you can execute. Like, you just need to slow it down. And also, I'll tell you guys how to play a Sentinel against a KO as well when we switch sides. Early beat. Are they faking on an anti-eco as well? With the three of these guys, yeah? Did you hear about the scam on Samurai Gaming? Yes, everyone heard about what translate. But yeah, no performance pressure maybe? I don't think this performance pressure has been, like, reduced. I think it's more now, of all things. Sai Sova lineups next level. I haven't seen the best lineups from him. Like, I haven't seen him play Sova as much, but I think he's a lot stronger aim-wise. I think that's definitely one thing that I've seen.
And figuring out where they're...
And look at this. What the fuck is this setup, bro? On an anti-eco?
They're going to be hitting, and they managed to do equal damage on both ends, and they just took control of side B, which is as simple as that. And look at this, even now,
Wimp is
they're
chilling.
pushing EXO back into a corner. They haven't gone in for a proper take yet, but they're doing the same trick that they pulled off last time.
Wow, dude, this is so...
recipe.
This is so different coming out from M42,
Matter of fact,
like you can tell that they're trying to adapt right off the bat. Like they don't have a set, like they aren't 100%. I don't know if they've decided that they're gonna run such heavy fakes, or is it something that you know that EXO are weaker
I can
at?
copy that, I'm pretty
That's why you
sure
start running these
it's
many
all the way up on
fakes.
A, so any
So
noise or
I'm
any
interested in
information
knowing
given
that
out here
because
on
look
the
at
side
how
of
they're
B
playing,
is just gonna
right?
keep
In
EXO
the meantime,
guessing.
like the problem with committing 3 resources here is right, you're gonna leave so many weird. You're gonna allow so many possibilities. I'm not really, but Sam using Dutch is pretty good to be honest. I haven't seen it. If we see it on the next
And
map, I'll
keeping
know.
most of the resources here,
But yeah,
over
last
here,
round his KO dagger made and to get information and clear made was pretty strong in my opinion.
leaving the rest of A just
Guys,
clear
only
for the
12
taking.
likes.
They're
Come
just
on,
waiting for
come on. I
EXO,
know you guys
but-
can do more.
and they're
Just
not
like
taking
the
chances at
stream,
all. This
follow me
also
on
means
Instagram. So the way M42 like to play is that since Emo is like the single duelist, they use him to bait more than anything, right? So they are using him for space creation everywhere. Last round we saw he went A alone, he satchelled in, and it did stuff like that. So this is really like
that they can't play
like they'll get punished later on for
From
doing
a
stuff
time
like this
margin.
because not many teams are going to
Finally, they're-
rotate as easily as EXO do,
We're gonna be pushing and ghost.
right?
Oh, look
It's
at
gonna
So
fire.
the one thing I know right now is that okay, whenever if you see the race together, the race alone, they will most likely like to lurk with the race, and the breach is there for supporting, and they'll. So the
Come
one
on,
thing
it's
I have
not
noticed is
Any
if they want to fake, they only
Yeah,
smoke it
kills.
once. Only smoke
Team
one
EXO
position. Like if you
only
guys see here,
edge and
uh,
figuring out where they're gonna be hitting, and they managed
yeah.
to
So Venom turns around, he looks here. He's gonna send out to B Heaven
do
smoke in the
equal damage
meantime.
on both ends, and they just took control of side B.
Yeah, he's already sent it out. And then
As simple as that. And look at this. Even now, they're pushing EXO back
okay, wait,
into
he's
a
just
corner.
lining
They
it up.
haven't
Yeah,
gone
there goes out Venom smoke, and
for
at the same
proper
time,
take
since
yet.
there's only one smoke
but
here,
they're doing this
this guy's gonna
same
satchel through,
trick that they
try
pulled
and get a
off
pick,
last time. They're
and
going for
maybe
the
this
same
guy will help him or
recipe,
something.
as a matter of
with
fact,
like a
despite the
flash
top that
or
I'm pretty
whatever.
Sure is all the
Right.
way up on
Rex has got a upper. I think he'll play like Yampy. Yeah, maybe he'll play like Yampy. It's also I don't know what Liquid will do role wise. I don't know what exactly to expect from them agent wise, because of Cryptex no longer
A.
playing
So
for them.
any noise or any information given out here on the side of B is just gonna keep EXO guessing and keeping most of the resources here over here, leaving the rest of A just clear for the taking. They're
But in
just
the
waiting for
meantime, right?
EXO.
Imagine, like, given how strong of a position Sai is in, imagine if this starts happening a little bit too much on like buy rounds and stuff. Like these guys will have so much more on-hand information of like the fakes and stuff. They'll be able to call rotates a lot easier off that.
And they're not taking
So there comes out this guy's
chances at all.
fakes. He spots 1, 2, 3 people here,
This also means that they can't play around with time
and I
much,
think
finally they're
Blackhawk shot his sheriff from backside or
on
something
side of B.
earlier. So Blackhawk's also
rest of
spotted.
A. This also means that they can't play around with time much, and finally he's just there and nobody's seeing
And
him.
Wimps
Of course,
and Sai hears that
they
rotate
can't play
100%.
around with time much, and finally they're gonna be pushing and ghost.
Oh,
Is
look at
gonna be
Sai.
first one
Look at
to
Sai.
shut it down. But
So if EXO
yeah,
fix their over rotation problem, which is
he's just
exactly what
there and
M42
nobody's
want to
seen him, but
target,
it's
they
not
start
gonna
selling
matter much
fakes and
because
stuff
nobody's
like that.
gonna be pushing that midsection
Pretty
for
pretty.
you, so it's all
That's
GG for
it's
now.
basically like you can say to a certain extent it is anti-stratting, but I'm not sure. Like I don't want to put a finger on it and say okay these guys anti-stratted EXO and came, which could have been the story because of how fast EXO like to rotate and how they play the map. So yeah, it's not too shocking. Guys, come on, 16 likes right now. Let's hit 20 likes by the time I drink water. Bacon got timed out for 5 seconds by Nightbot. Nice. Nice job, Bacon. Very well done. Come on, guys, 18 likes. 2 more likes. I can't even see your chat, Bacon. Put a hi or something in chat, I'll give you a mod.
Just be the end of that.
So let's see, first buy round. M42 sticking. I said gang, bang, gang. Okay. Add moderator. Hello Nisarg, what's up?
Lose out of the match, they're gonna be
So yeah, 2-0. Let's see first round. So given the fact that this is a bonus round for for M42, you have only specters and you're only upgrading to a sheriff, 2 sheriffs and 3 specters. So the what they want to do is, given the fact that they don't have the best weaponry, while EXO are armor to the teeth like phantoms, vandals, full armor, full kit and stuff like that, they're trying to close the distance between them and the defenders and try and go in for a fast hit towards
Probably
the
gonna
A
make
side,
you be a bit
which
too
is something
passive
that
if you're
makes
gonna
sense.
lose out a lot
Let's see how they execute. Guys, when we switch halves, remind me to tell you guys how to play against a KO. And in this VOD, right now, let's see who's
Nice.
opting for M42. It'll be Rix mostly in the Killjoy, right? Someone said that in the chat. Is that gang bang, bitch?
But if M42 are confident enough, it all depends.
And then Xtally just peeks this and gets one kill for himself. So there comes out the execute.
Speaking of situation, Xcali just lined up perfectly for him.
Oh,
And he gets the kill. And
what?
where
How
he is
did?
right now and
Where does Sam take so much damage? Does Sam not have armor?
be a bit too passive.
Okay, Sam doesn't buy armor, so he
And
just
so
gets shredded by the
situation
Killjoy
right now,
mollies.
Speaking of situation, Xcali just lined up perfectly for him.
Oh.
And
Yeah,
he gets the kill. And
just
wham! With a
like you
nano
get the
storm
sight
takes out
with the
Sam,
Killjoy
and already
mollies
it's looking really
are
good
the
for Team X. So M42, they're being pushed back a little. They can't really do much at this point. They
Bacon
do have
shows
the
his
drop
presence
take
every
out
time in
players
just
for
different
the
manner.
spike line
Fair.
to be going in, but they have to play it very close to the chest
Emo's
and
doing
force
well
it
to
with
take
any weakness
space.
right now.
They
By
should
Rex,
hard
'cause
clear
Rex
Rix
is in a
here.
really good spot. If he peeks out at the wrong time, he
Oh
will not
god,
get a kill,
our
and
run
he's
gun
not
doesn't
gonna
work
get a
every
kill, but
time.
Scally's gonna be shut
As a
down.
Spectres,
Over
you've
here, although he had a good run at the first two
this is big. Like even though you're not winning the round, you've cracked 1, 2, and 3 armors,
rounds, he's just
and you've gotten the
short
spike down
of
with it. So you
getting that
cracked 3
kill,
armors, forcing
and
full
he is gonna be
reinvestment since
taking
now
the
you'll have
right
Phantoms
call. That was
Vandals.
the last
So they're gonna
round.
spend $1,000 each trying to get the
Very
full
great
armor
control.
back. So if you
All
win
in
next
all,
round, if you make it
better
3-1, you have them
rush,
broken, and you're looking at
make it,
4-1,
and
5-1.
then start bomb run.
Yeah, this econ on 1, 2, and 3 guys, it doesn't look the best. Like losing bonus, they might not have a full buy next round.
Pushing
Let's
the
see.
side together.
Sam
Then you get a lot.
Sam went full eco last round and doesn't. He only bought a sheriff and still has only light armor. Yikes. So Vandal, Phantom. These 3 guys are smart. Phantom for the win. By the way, they were having a problem with like 80 to 85 ping. Who? I just see 10 ping everywhere here. That's what I was wondering about. Like, do these guys have a boot camp or whatever, or they're just playing from their houses?
Lot more plays to be done. Then you're gonna be able
Yep.
to do a
They
lot
start
more
later
for your
on,
squad.
maybe.
But in this, then you get a lot more plays to be done.
So if I
from it.
guess if I'm seeing this correctly,
It's gonna
the way
be going from
pushing and coast.
oh,
It's
look
gonna be-
inside.
not this round.
Showing
So the way M42, the way Exo play defense is the Killjoy, and the KO switch places whenever they want info. Like that's how they play. So last round in the pistol round you saw Wimpo setting up B, and for the next round also, they have a boot camp. Oh, pretty nice. Where's the, like I don't know their boot camp. Like have they done a reveal or something? Because I think, or does Venom play from his house? Because I think I saw Venom stream recently. And he was at home or something. Not sure. So they'll switch the KO and the Killjoy and get information, while the Sage is controlled for B Heaven, and she'll wall here and play, and the Raze is A. Kali is playing A right
respect
now.
is good, but showing
So,
too
yeah,
much
let's see.
respect to a team and cost you a lot of
This round we watched
Better.
already.
a little bit that I was talking about. Right, without being any form of
Ping serve for 80 to 85 for few rounds. Okay, I'll
a
need
little
to
bit
see that.
questionable because whenever they have a
Definitely
Killjoy,
watch
you
that.
fight together as a squad, but in this then you get a lot more
So
plays
they
done, then you're
KO
gonna be able
dagger.
to do a lot
So the
more
like not the problem, like the strong part about KO is, like there are some daggers you can't break at all.
for your squad.
it's just-
but in this situation,
Like look at the dart, that dagger that that was just thrown. There's no way for Hyper to break that.
That's not the case. You need to be
Right.
a lot more careful here going up against E-Max.
So, yeah.
they're catching up.
So these guys are working mid. Rix is super scared of showing any information at A, of showing presence at A. Like look at how passively he plays this. Most probably near bootcamps from that. Yeah, possibly. Look at how scared he is to play this at all. Okay, wow, that's
An
interesting.
unfortunate nade coming on down through from the side of Excalibur. It's not going to be able to find that. No real information, no real damage being given, but Ghost, he's playing with fire.
Ghost speaks,
He
gets
taken out as well.
headshotted.
That was a bad goal. He was just stand there.
Yep. And on top of that, yeah. he
In the
was
meantime,
playing
these
his fire,
guys
he
are.
got burnt, and
So
he
this is a good way of playing defense. It's like one part of the map you play passive, and the other part you take initiative. That's something if you see. That's something you see. VLT does it a little bit on Icebox. With towards A side, they used to have Barclay and Vibhor, when Vibhor used to play Killjoy towards A, while Ace will play Boiler. Actually, I'll show you guys on Valo Plant. चुप बैठ रहे चल रहे बाहर था ना तू क्यों मतलब वापस क्यों आया क्यों मतलब बाहर ही रहना चलेगा प्रॉब्लम नहीं है कुछ so the way they played defense was towards A like Wakre's favorite shot on A was pipes right so he likes playing pipes they'll have the Killjoy playing backside to break utility whatever drone recon or Killjoy plays here some anything wherever they're comfortable with or Wakle will go take this raw field shot and they'll play like this while while Ace is in charge of controlling mid they'll play Viper this way one sec they use this so they like to make this Viper wall which is used to like retake B I haven't made it correctly I don't even know how it's made I do okay it's this way so they'll play it this way while Sage and Viper are in charge of this and Sova will play here and here so the way they're playing is since they're taking initiative on this end with their Killjoy utility which will be placed over here maybe whatever they want utility wise these two guys will play passive with this retake wall and retake they'll have a retake smoke on this so if even if they try planting Helef will molly it and they'll have slows and stuff like that and they'll break the wall and stuff and Ace will control mid and if they want mid or information he can drone from here so that's something similar you guys will see from you guys can see here is that Wimp is playing extremely passive well this guy and this guy are in charge of keeping control of this area so yeah Hyper's movement and okay Malav only 20-year-old dog okay bahar hi hu like कैसा हुशार है Malav okay did you hear me talking in Marathi at home to a certain extent so these guys are working mid this round Kali might die there never mind he is alive
and me on top of that because if it's not properly executed M42 they're going to be
the biggest issue or like worry with playing defense this way is that if EXO keep taking a B main, right? They have a smoke here and the dagger here, and given how passive Rix is playing, he isn't showing presence. Like with this turret and alarm bot, he's like, okay, you guys can push. I'll do whatever you guys want. I'll let you guys take control. Like giving away this much space on defense is on attack is a lot harder because then you're going to be forced to burn utility to clear it out. And given the fact that they like to run fakes and stuff, you may or may not have the best utility to run the fake.
Because they're still a little
Get it?
spread apart aggressive. They're not
Does it
going
make
in
sense?
for
So yeah, see
proper
again,
push
Black
out.
Ops is
Now,
gonna smoke this,
the
clear
EXO,
this.
they're yeah,
This is a-
I mean, EXO
This is an interesting
42,
read
they're gonna be facing
or like
up.
interesting thing
Is
that
that
just
gonna be
happened.
enough? Because the direction is coming on from M42 and it's honestly scaring EXO a little bit. And me on top of that, because if it's not properly executed, M42 they're going to be facing a world of hurt because they're still a little spread apart aggressive. They're not going in for a proper push as of now.
Yeah, that's a nice
And
dagger.
EXO, they're
Yeah, so this is the problem with EXO, right? Like they daggered this
yeah,
since
I
they
mean,
know that no
EXO's
one's mid.
taking every chance
They don't
get
put
to
up
push
with the
them back,
idea
and
that
their
there'll be
utilities, M42's utilities are being
anyone
whittled down one by one, and once they're all out of them, they're not
in
gonna
this
have
much
any
of a box
options
of a
left,
map
so they
just
have
slowing
to
it
make
down
move
against
now.
the KO. That's a good like it's a good read
Because now, with so much
to
real
like
estate being gained,
you know when there's a KO in your
almost
opponent you
like
slow it down
worry
and
about
look at this
yourself.
is one of the biggest problems of EXO like they try to get aggressive on a lot of rounds and they might just get punished by for this by black yeah see boom you get see this you just get punished for this so easily right like their over rotations and faking against them works so well
Actually, gonna be going for a second hyper.
it's interesting
This guy's too
It's
good,
weird.
man. He's gonna be able to find that 2 kills, but at the same time, with only 20 seconds left on the clock, they need to go for a fast rotation.
wait why is Kali not getting spotted on the turret
And
M42 did good fakes and split but EXO just got correct reads and rotates on time yeah but from what I can see right now they're over rotating to a certain extent but they've yeah see that's what I said as you guys remember what I said 2 seconds ago if you wait too much if you give them too much control time is of the essence and especially in a comp that you're playing against like you have Raze nade Killjoy molly and KO molly that to burn plant So that won't happen very easily. So yeah. Side, yes, yeah. 5 seconds. See, look at this. Like Wimp, like he dies. That's bad, and he probably could have just waited there for his teammate and played out the execute that way. But I'm guessing he wanted to deny the plant. That was his idea. So it's very easy to like counter, like when teams are doing stuff like this. And this is also one of the biggest disadvantages of playing KO. Like if there's a sky or something, if there's a sky inside the KO, like maybe he gets better information, right? Not like much stronger information, in my opinion. So, yeah. Like he could have wolfed it, maybe flashed it, and could like give his team a little bit of an idea more.
The amount of time they're taking,
But,
the
yeah.
amount of space they're giving away to EXO, he kind of tenses us out as
And that's why I don't like KO. Like teams will just slow it down against you. And since Sky, and the biggest not problem, the advantage of Sky is on hand. Sky has the greatest utility. Like there is no agent that has more utility on hand than Sky, because she has a wolf and 2 flashes, and the flashes come back in 45 seconds. While KO is just 1 dagger, which comes back as in 45 seconds. So as an initiator and info gathering agent, he's probably the weakest. But breach is like obviously the weakest in terms of like getting information. But he'll be so oppressive, and he can brute force a lot better than other agents, in my opinion.
So uncommon. Do you see how he's setting himself?
So this round you're kind of in an eco. Sky is goated. Yeah, I don't think the nerfs will do enough to change up the crit.
You don't expect things like this. M42, they're playing so unconventional, and it's
Wait, how is Venom there? Did he
so uncommon.
Second, they know exactly what their teammates are thinking, and they know exactly where to look.
Look at Rix though. This setup is
Okay, so Venom. So Venom's idea, given if he's ulting spawn, will most likely be that I'll have, since by the time that they are distracted by this ult, when they're hunting for me here, I'll have my team take up the space here, and see if we can work something from that. Let's see.
so uncommon. Do you see how he's setting himself up for an A plan?
Okay, so his ult calls 1, 2, 3 people back.
You don't expect things
But
like this.
if he's calling 3 people back, his teammates need to speed up and make space.
M42, they're playing.
Venom is waiting for the flank so his team gets the side. Yeah, but that doesn't matter, because if you know that there's this big ult, let's say Venom doesn't get a single kill here and he gets killed instantly on that, right? So his team has no smokes and they're in a 4v5.
So
That's just weird. Like look at this,
it's-
like he gets shit on immediately, right? But look at where his team is. Like these 4 positions, like they aren't even near the orbs to like get control of anything. They aren't even, I don't think they'll ever be in a position to get this orb or this orb, given the fact that how passive and slow they're playing. Right? I think they're really lucky, M42, that the fact that there is no Astra against them. Because if there was an Astra, they would have just been pulled, stunned, and that's things like that come in, like become so strong for plant denial, and become really good for like taking away space from them. So yeah, and even if there's a breach, we just
like
pulled
crazy,
and
but hey,
bullied
when
them
I'm going
there.
in for a
Even that, like look at this, like 0 space taken. Like this is just,
play like that with the Omen,
this is a waste of utility in my opinion. Given the fact that like Killjoy cooldowns are so much like higher now, like he's wasting 1 molly, a turret, and a Lombard just to make sure that no one pushes A, and EXO just like fuck it, we're not pushing A.
I don't know how strong that.
So the spacing is very weird from them. Like Sam does good to punish Sai over peeking this, but if Sai doesn't peek this, it's so much harder for EXO to for M42 to take space, because they don't know who the fuck is there, and they can't even peek an angle like this because they can't smoke this because they don't even have a jet and their smoker is dead. You guys get what I'm trying to say?
They were like, you know what? Why not? Let's go for that.
You gotta get your basics right.
Knows, and they kind of use it like a
You
bait.
gotta know what to
That was
do.
a really
This is some classic brutality. Placement stages at the full force offense are just 1 man fake and A side takeover. Okay, yeah, you can definitely see that some of the brutality flavor
good
left to
play,
back.
but Wims, honestly, Wims.
But playing this passive in a game where there are abilities who can slow you down even more, and you've
today,
last round you've executed
that's
with
exactly
10
what
seconds
Venom
left on the
wasn't
clock.
expecting.
isn't the best
it's gonna be
idea.
crispy. He's getting all the shots.
Because look at the way, like the few rounds, if you guys notice how EXO are playing, like the way they're not showing early round aggression, right? They're given the fact that they know that there's going to be fakes and they're going to be countered like that. They're chilling and going in for like a 1 minute aggression. Like last round, if you saw what this guy did, like Hyper got 2 kills over here. So yeah,
Now
that's something
he's
that can
getting a
be
lot
really,
more.
really interesting.
Wimp's in a good position. He's wanting to go in for those jiggles. He wants to swing it, but he's just not going to be going in for it. But that's
Yeah,
gonna
EXO
cost
still
him
have
right
the
there.
over
Rix is
peaking
gonna be the one
problem.
to shoot him down
Like
instead,
peaking
and
this
with
gets
that,
them
that's
killed
gonna be
again.
the entrance that they needed. That's going to be the first initial kill that they require to get this entry open for themselves. They have the entire site in their favor, and also Excali has a Phantom to work with. Maybe if that Phantom sings, it's gonna be good. Blackhawk's gonna be good for 1 kill at the bare minimum. Little bit dicey, but hey, right at the very end, he's gonna be the one to find it all. Now it's all up to Excali. He needs to make that Phantom sing, otherwise it's all done and dusted for him.
Down to the last second, the spike has already been planted.
That's the thing, I guess, that the only thing emphasizing is ability coordination. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I guess it's also because they're a new team, so you gotta give them some time to see whatever they can fix.
It's
Wait,
not gonna be
how
that-
have they almost lost this round?
Shoot him down instead, and with that, that's
So it's a
gonna be the
3v4,
entrance they needed. That's gonna
and they're coming
be
into
the first
side,
initial kill that
and they have the Raze rocket which they just
required
used,
to get
and they
this
have
entry
Rez
open for
to work with,
themselves.
but
They have
Rez
the
isn't
entire
possible
site
because.
in their favor, and also Excali
So they
has
plant.
a Phantom to work with. Maybe if that Phantom sings, it's gonna be good. Blackhawk's gonna be
Okay, Blackhawk gets
good for
this
1 kill
kill.
at the bare minimum.
Now you have Rix here.
A little bit dicey,
So
but
yeah, 3v3.
hey, right at the very end, he's gonna be the one.
Also, when he started playing this, and now he's playing. Okay, he's playing Astro for M42. Yeah, but he only started playing Reina when he was playing for fun, so he had to switch his roles. Like I don't think there's an issue. I think कि M42 played for the first time. उनको बहुत advantage मिला क्योंकि no one knew their cancel. Yes, वो correct बात है. Thyro vision laboratories.
Be the
Definitely.
one to find
वो
it all.
team मैंने like जब मैं previously भी word reviews कर रहा था, last word में ही मैं कर रहा था, तभी मैंने बोला था कि क्या बोला था मैंने कि हाँ एक्सपर्ट के पास एडवांटेज था बिकॉज
Now
उनके
it's all up
वर्ड्स
to
किसी
Excali.
के पास
He
नहीं
needs
था
to
हमारे
make
वर्ड्स सबके पास थे so now they are just gonna so XO what they'll do is they just
that
fight
Phantom sing,
this guy
otherwise it's all
together.
done and dusted for
Wow,
him.
big flash, nice kill. Yeah, I think I don't know how much I like Rix just sticking to this part of the map. I think it damages the team a little
Down to
bit.
the last second.
So they have recovered
the spike has
Vandal
already been planted.
and a Phantom. Excali has a double satchel which
It's
he
not
can
gonna
use
be
to
that
create
hard.
space
I mean,
maybe.
easy for M42 right now because they don't have
And
the
Hyper
player
can't
advantage.
even res
But if they
given
play
the
their
other bodies
cards right,
are
because the opponents are on
Evo
an eco,
trade 1v1
the cards are
and
being
Excali
dealt, but they're not
wins
being
these usually.
perfect.
Never mind.
But
Nice.
still-
Why did they use 2 ults in this round when EXO are in eco? So the first ult I think they tried to make a play with Venom, but that didn't definitely work out because that was just a weirdly timed and not capitalized by the team ult. And I think when it was a 3v4 they were just kind of forced like ult and get the Raze ult to take side control.
Still, they're gonna be
Oh,
managing
so yeah.
to pull it all together. This guy's on some hyper aggressive stuff. He's
A lot of these
4-1.
type of things that you really want to see.
They end up losing this map like OT or something. So I'm interested to see how
around that.
after having a strong
Giving
attack
him
half.
a lot
they
of
do
these
that.
incredible advantages.
Yeah.
He swings corners with a lot of confidence. Normally, whenever a
They
player swings a
try.
corner, they have advantages.
Yeah.
He's
Is
to
Psy
say that-
opping? Yeah, Psy ops on KO. Interesting. Let's
the
see.
way he's swinging is what.
Why teams don't just 5-1 push on the opponent's eco? We can't do a 5-1 push on the opponent eco because maybe they might be holding close corners with a shorty or judges and stuff. So if you just brute force into something like this, you'll get completely destroyed. And given the fact that if the KO dagger is available and not used for early round information, the KO dagger might be used to completely stop the rush with the well-timed dagger, because there's some daggers you just can't
Giving
break.
him
But I'll just wait for your next shot.
a lot of these incredible advantages.
Yeah.
He's
So now
swinging
Sai.
corners with a
So
lot of
okay, so
confidence.
look at this, right? This is exactly what I was talking about. Given the fact that Rix is being so passive here throughout the game, and he only chills here with a setup like this, Sai will have complete information of this, and they will never be able to cross A. Sai, the amount of information Sai is providing to his team right now, because of the fact that this guy is like, fuck it, I'm gonna chill at my house with this setup, like, which is really damaging them. like just imagine if there's a better opper like Barclay or like a Deathmaker or something on a jet op, not a better opper, but a jet op.
But it's
Like
normally
imagine the
whenever a
amount of
player swings the
information they
corner,
gather.
they have a little bit.
And
bit
at
of
the
movement.
meantime, like Gopi is doing a good job of stalling B main, and Wimp is just like chilling. And
Patient
sometime
one.
I think Wimp will rotate out as well.
They don't know.
And they can, and this round is so strong from EXO because the amount of information Sai is providing just becomes stronger given the fact that they have all ults, right? Like they'll just raise ult into the site and get information, KO ult and kill ult together on the retake or whatever.
Well,
Like
someone's around
this
that
is
corner.
so strong.
And Hyper, he
There's
just
no way
doesn't
you
have
lose this
that.
round
He's
unless until you
swinging,
overpeak
he's
and just
able
give
to
them 3
react
kills.
so quickly because of that. Those are the type of things that you really want to see.
Yeah, see, this is really unwanted from Excali and this thing. Like you can very easily just ask Gopi to like smoke mid for you and be like, okay guys, we'll chill out, and you can have supported utility for B main since Gopi is in charge of locking B main out.
Coming on down from a player, but at the same time, Sam
So yeah,
and Excali, they're going to be the ones to exchange a couple of bullets. Both get tagged out.
and even like Ghost saving a Sage wall for mid
from
round
their
is
sages.
pretty
So
strong.
in a way, it's just a reset.
So yeah,
So
so they've
a
gotten
little bit of
Wimp to
information
rotate
being
off,
given
knowing
away,
the fact
but
that there's
at the
nothing
same
else that's
time,
gonna
on the
happen.
side of Team EXO, they have a lot of ultimates to work with. 5 ultimates. They need to make
Again,
this
Gopi smokes out B main, and they already okay. Excuse that. That's my. It's just that CS:GO never leaves from X. Yeah, that's true. Like you'll have a CS play always up.
work. Play it slow.
Excuse me so much, guys. That's my bell. Someone will open it. Yeah.
Play it smart.
So like Sai has gotten so much information at A, then they haven't given a B. Plus these guys will be here. So 59 seconds and you have zero
You
map
have
control.
it.
You've been able to get zero spacing. Hello, sir, big fan. Hello, Claw. What's up? How you guys doing? Guys, come on. 25 likes should be. Let's hit 30 likes. And I think you guys can hit 30
Your
likes
ultimate
pretty
as
easily.
well. If you're
So
worried
the
about
amount of
rolling
space that
thunder,
they're giving up,
make sure to pop that
on
ultimate
attack
early. Force
is
them
just
over towards
yikes.
that other side. You know for a fact
it's
that
just
they're
a
not going to be
yikes.
pushing into a KO. That's
Now even if they want to regroup
And
A, I don't
how
think Sai
M42
misses a
is
shot
playing it
like
out
this
right
that's
now. I just
been
wanna say
served
this.
to him,
It's
right?
a 1-4, and I
And
don't wanna
42
be calling any
seconds.
predictions yet, but they look super.
If they sage wall this and Gopi has control of this, they know it's not B. Bimp will just rotate, go CT and ult, and there's no way that
strong,
you
right?
can lose
Yes,
this round.
It's a team that we don't have a lot of data on, but from the data that we're getting so far, at least, just those
Wait, so this is a fake again.
these 5 rounds, it looks super nice. Looks super
Big
strong.
fake.
It looks
But
like it's
see, it's done nothing. Like the fake has done nothing given the fact that Sai has this angle. You guys understand that?
tactical unit.
Oh,
going
they
in.
know.
Okay, Sai misses that. Like that's a rough shot to miss. Like if he hits that shot, you guys know that there's
Perfect
value.
position.
And that Molly is also pretty strong for stall. And they're selling a fake with emo again. Nice. But it doesn't matter because Sai is gonna call out in a bit to Wimp to pop these 2 mollies, and once these 2 mollies get popped, it's gonna make so much harder for them to get sight. And even if Sai wants right now, he can just pop his ult and just hold it down. And I'm guessing since this is a newer patch, like his ult won't even die if they kill him. They'll have to finish him. They'll have to thirst him. Hello Ditya, what's up?
I just misses the most crucial shot, but let's see.
Yeah, see, now he gets 1 shot. You have 23 seconds on the clock. Your breach is nowhere. Your Killjoy is in a position where they can't do much. Your Raze is selling the fake, and your Sage and Killjoy are just chilling. So they are in a position where none of them can capitalize on anything.
Gonna be getting the ones after that.
And there comes out the mollies that just got popped.
Does manage to pick
So
up
that's
one,
5 seconds of the clock that you can't have anymore. So 16.
but it doesn't really matter.
So yeah,
We're
so the mollies
right
die
on the
out
corner to pick up Venom.
right now. 18 seconds they have to execute on the side, and given the fact that now these guys are coming in, you guys understand how
Buddies.
bad just that being this passive and being up this much space becomes, and selling a fake becomes. Like you guys understand that
Back
now?
in action, and now they have to go in for the execute. And they're
See,
not
Like Sai is just having fun getting these
risking it at
shots.
all. Sai, however, he's not.
See, like they haven't been able to get the smoke off at A7, I assume, because they don't have it, because they used one of them for the fake, and then Venom died while doing one of them and while using the
Gonna be an
flash.
entire shutdown.
So it's gonna be a shutdown. Like no matter what teams do, you'll get shut down when you try to sell a fake like this. You guys get that?
Coming in from the side of EXO.
Does that make sense, none of you guys?
They've had enough of M42's tricks and games, and now
for a push. They were actually pushing.
So now you're an eco. I'm gonna skip the eco because there's not much.
But to be honest, I'm still gonna give it to them. These executes that they're having, this is exactly what I'm loving them for. Then again, it's EXO with the amount of experience we're talking about, the experience and the aim to.
And they tried with an era.
It's becoming a. on just shuffle through the.
Okay, so Rex finally understands that okay, I can't give up this much space to them, and he goes and says, "Okay, I'm gonna put up a turret aggressively, try and work for spacing."
Now,
Yeah, exactly.
it's gonna be Sai's
He does
turn
that.
to try and
Yeah.
hold down the fort here. He does get a little bit of information. It is gonna be inside of M42 going for a little bit.
And they're just
more
chilling
of
with
an
the rest of the
aggressive
lane
play
defense
of
that
their
way.
own. They have aggressive mid control, but the thing is that wall is gonna force them into a corner. You don't know what's on the other side of that wall, but I like this Ghost. He's playing it super safe. He's playing at the off angle, and that off angle is gonna give him an advantage. Once again, M42,
Excuse
they're
me.
not forcing the issue. They need to find something because they're walking into a B side being stacked by 3 players. There's like,
This is gonna be a difficult task
Yeah,
for them,
even
but
this
this is
guys,
exactly how
42
they're gonna be
seconds, they're
entering
executing
at
it right now against the Killjoy.
This is gonna be a
and
difficult
stuff like
task
that.
for them, but this is exactly how they're gonna be entering
Yikes.
at Paranoia and a return Paranoia at that.
The
Ghost
Killjoy
has
outplayed,
on
but
M42.
doesn't matter.
But Wimp is the one who
And Wimp is just shooting through smokes and
can't
stuff.
really do much over here because
And
Sai
Sai
right on.
missed a weird shot.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's the
make him count.
like the fakes
we
work
don't know
well
if your shots as
when the
well.
team
Make
doesn't
sure
know what
head
to
up.
expect from you. Once they start expecting stuff
Keep your
from you, just gonna
wireless,
get demolished.
people
Guys, 26 likes. Can we hit 30 likes? Come on, guys. I know you guys can do it. Come on, guys. 4 more likes. Let's go. $27. Come on, guys. 3 more likes. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, 2 more likes, guys.
got you covered. And if it's on a sale, why not get it, man?
Okay,
It's
but maybe 100 goal was too high, too much to ask for. But maybe I think I'll hit some likes towards the end of my stream and stuff.
Once in a lifetime.
Not the only old kids on the block, and
These
he gets a
guys-
kill. Speaking of experience,
they try
EXO is
get-
clearly
yeah.
showing theirs because
Oh,
Wimp
snap.
off the bat.
So
He
EXO
gets a
have
kill.
changed. Malav, the best way studies in a row. Thank you so much.
But Sam,
Might be going end of this year.
But is that gonna be all aggressive? Because right
Yes,
now they're
so
gone
they're
back. They've
taking
gone back to their
mid.
passive playstyle. They had that initial burst of
Yeah.
corner, help his buddies out, but he has no
They're
one
on
for
eco, so there's no point
Look at
in
this,
me
there's-
watching this round as well.
as he's gonna be player. It's still a 3v4 situation. The plan has gone down aggressive, but it all is depending on this. Sam hoping for another 1v2 situation.
Yes,
It's yet up to
nothing.
Rix to pull
Yes,
off this
nothing.
clutch.
It's not long
He
before
does not have
Rix.
anything true, but he still could be able to pull it off. But there is
Shot that I have seen ever.
NT.
Gets
Uh,
I see you still in the hands of Sai. Fast execution. In a way, what's their plan now? I don't like the fact that they're not going in for fast execution down towards that B side, and now Team EXO, they're trying to gain some real estate here, but it's really dangerous. You don't want to do that against
yeah,
the
so
team of M42's caliber.
EXO are
because
doing good to take away the space. So like they force the burn utility and like have a lesser utility for fakes
They are
and
a team that are
executes, which
relying
is good, and then they just fall back.
purely on the side of EXO to make mistakes. And if you don't make any mistakes, if you don't go in for aggressive pushes, you're
So
gonna
they've lost 2
be
breach
the ones to
flashes.
win
Oh
out.
my god, this is horrible for M42 because they've lost an aftershock, 2 flashes, a stun, which will come back. So now they have essentially 0
Okay, you're gonna be the
utility
ones
for the
to be in that
execute or the fake, except just 1 stun
Rolling Thunder.
and the ult,
That
of
Rolling
course.
Thunder will be crucial for an execution.
And they
down
can't
towards-
even like peek this because they know
that
Sai's op
they
is just going to
cut their
demolish them
losses,
for doing
Go
that.
in for a fast rush,
Right?
and I personally do believe they're gonna be able to catch it.
Like they stun him, whatever,
Yo,
but
aggressive. Honestly, it looks
3
to me
seconds,
that
4 seconds, he'll
M42
be
is
back
playing
in the
chess
angle and
Valorant.
posted up.
Yeah.
And wow, Sai missed a few
The
unfortunate
amount of
shots
control,
coming
the
to
amount
Sai.
of thought they're putting into it, the amount of thought they're putting into the strategies is just mind-boggling. And sometimes it's working out for
Hyper
them.
gets ghost. See,
But
EXO,
then
the only rounds
is
EXO are
getting
coming
better
close,
and better.
losing
Look
is
at
when
this
they're
Hyper,
fucking
he's got Hyper.
overpeaking.
Sonic yet again gets a kill, just nearly misses
Black
Venom.
Hawk
Venom
does
tries
well
to
to get these 2
that
kills,
kill, but the
but
entire
there's res,
team is there
so
to
it
pick up.
won't matter much.
Honest lack, but Blackhawk, he's picked up 2 kills already. And it's gonna be
Ooh.
putting up a lot of damage.
That's
but
1
still,
HP.
Hyper has picked up his buddy over there, and honestly,
Venom's on
a
1
little bit of
HP,
bad luck
100%.
from the side of Excali as he tries to get the shot. But
So if EXO fix the
doesn't
overpeaking
land right
problem,
now.
which
Even
they've been
though
it's
overpeaking this spot
it did,
a
it did,
lot,
but it wasn't
and
enough
this
to kill
a
him,
lot,
and he's still alive and kicking.
yikes,
That's
they
exactly
could
what
probably
matters for
become much
M42
stronger
right
on
now.
defense or
As
attack,
I'm
whatever.
saying this, I don't really think that M42 should face much of a problem because their position.
Let's see. Do they win that exec? This no. One
Wait, you
second,
do not-
guys.
Not me.
Wait, they win the retake? Sorry.
Look at that.
This is just all
No,
done
there's
and
no way
dusted.
Kali wins this,
Scally
right?
just can't do this. One person right on his back.
Yeah, there's no way
The
Kali wins
pushes
this.
that they need.
Playing chess right now.
Yeah, but like, Exo just doesn't understand what kind of strategy is this. This is the first time I'm seeing any team actually going in for such slow method.
Hoping for, not even expecting, hoping for.
A little bit too slow. But at the same time, Exo.
So this is the first round where EXO
I'm
M42
pretty
is
sure
like
it's from their past
pick up
tactical
the
shooter
pace a little
experience,
bit,
and this is exactly
try to
what I
see if
was
they can
expecting or
work B.
hoping
Maybe
for,
this
not
is a
even
read,
expecting,
given the fact that
hoping
they know that
for.
there's
I'm
only
so
a
happy that I'm getting it, man.
there's someone playing ropes, there's someone playing A. That
Thing
means
is,
that
I
leaves
like
only
their
Omen
points
at B
out.
since he's like
It's very
slow.
it's very
this.
methodical, but sometimes
Yeah.
I do believe that they're getting a little bit too slow. But at the same time, Exo,
But this is weird. This has to be a fake, right? From
They're
M42?
making a lot-
This should be a fake. Because they smoke that spot. No one's going to be in a position where they can capitalize based on that smoke.
lot of mistakes.
And the smoke's going to go in the
ladies
next
and
5-6
gentlemen,
seconds
you know
maybe.
why
So it doesn't do
aggressive
anything to
is
give them
preferring the
space.
aggressive place out. I mean, do I even have to like?
Okay,
throw it
okay,
out?
okay. Just walk away from
Yeah.
this chair.
So smoke's gone. How
Never
do they
come
plan on
back to
executing
it.
here?
I think my producer's not gonna mind if I solo cast this entire thing after you make
Oh
that
my
joke.
god.
So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, back to the point.
So
that I
they're
was
forced to
trying make,
re-smoke that. And now,
that this slow playstyle could be deadly, but hey, if it's working, it's working. But Ghost,
just look at this, right? There's no way you can execute this way.
Ghost,
Because it's just impossible.
no one knows. No one knows that he's there still. Venom's gonna be the one to take down Side. The Side's gonna be entered onto
And
Black
if-
Ops, the last line of defense. It's gonna be Ghost with one kill. Ghost is
They're
gonna
not
be
doing
pushing down the
enough
turret as
to
well.
keep EXO
So there's
guessing.
nothing to really worry about.
You
They
guys
don't know
get what
where
I'm
Black
trying to
Ops
say
is
with that?
holding. Not just yet. Venom's holding him down from a corner.
You guys understand that?
Corner,
Like it's
such a deadly
impossible
corner.
to.
They're gonna be clearing them soon enough. It's gonna
Like,
be one
work
more
with
kill
that.
from the side of Ghost as well. There's nothing that Rex can do. Rex
And Rix dies
Dead.
there.
if
Yikes.
Turn into his name.
They start off strong, but they just get red afterwards, right? Size finds one with the up.
Ghost.
Hyper gets walled off.
he's
They're
playing with
working
fire
mid
right
again.
there. He wanted to hold the corner. Hyper's gonna be the one to give him
That
a couple
A
of
hold
love
is a
taps at
little
least.
weak coming out from
Give him
them,
that hold.
which they need to fix.
But now, it's a slow.
Like I'm guessing,
Expected, he spots on the
yeah, it's
gun.
obviously much harder to
Just-
take A with the Killjoy, right?
We dead.
So that's why if you remember how teams used to play this earlier, we'll just go to Valorant. Double op? What's the double op? I don't see that. So if you guys remember how teams used to play this map earlier when Cypher was like meta pick, how we used to play is we used to play this way. Cage is it, double cage is it, right? But but most teams have stopped playing this comp with the Cypher, right? So what does that mean? What should teams start doing? Like how, if you remember in the middle G used to have Rossi playing A alone, and he would smoke, he would dash for ramp and try and see if you can get some spacing and keep them guessing towards A. Or what we can do, some teams like to do is maybe Omen smoke this cross, use their utility like that, and see what they can do. Maybe they could start doing one more thing was I don't see much satchel usage coming out from Emo except when they're faking and stuff. So what they could do maybe is like they have the breach trim here, so they don't have to worry about that. And then maybe this guy can satchel here and try and take control over here. But there might be someone peeking A ramp, so he just uses one satchel, chills out, holds it. So then giving up A this easily is not the solution to winning this round. Double up on Ghost and Sai. Yeah, so double up will
If
be
you're
even
not
stronger
careful,
against the comp like this because of the fact that given the aggression and early round aggression which they were using to bait out the breach utility, which is what we saw in the previous rounds, will be that much stronger. Xcali gets one kill.
Since Zap
Active, they've just changed to go and they're gonna land
And
all
then
on Emo.
Venom,
take
big
him
kill,
down,
let's see what he can do. He
get
can't,
that
there's no way he does
position, I
anything
feel-
else, yeah.
holding and M42.
7-5 half.
They've got to keep up.
I mean, you take that on an attack split, they'll be pretty happy with that, I think. But they could have obviously gotten more, given the fact that they just get red after a little bit.
That's exactly what
So the
I'm
way,
talking about. It's a bit too. It's
okay,
gonna
wow,
be
this is really interesting playstyle. They'll play Killjoy solo A, let Killjoy work A ramp everything, while Omen plays quick rotate to control A, pacing towards A with it, and they'll have the breach and the raise to control mid, while the Sage walls B main. So they don't want to give up the extremities of the map, nor do they want to give up the inner parts of the map with
a
ease.
bit too much
So
for
that's what's happening.
M42.
Guys, come on, we're at
If
29
Exo
likes,
start to
just
catch
one more like for 30. So just as they hear this, there comes out the trem.
Onto their move,
There will be a mid smoke,
and right now, M42 they're realizing that, and they're just gotta
and
go in
they'll
hard.
play
They gotta go
around
into the
that.
rush.
So this is
They
a
gotta
good
go
way of
into
playing
the
mid
plan of
defense.
action and
At the same
not,
time, these guys,
you know,
even though they're forced to
let
fall
anyone
back,
figure out what they're
look at
doing. Exo,
like they're
however,
not giving
gonna
up
be pulling up
mid
the same
control that
strategy
easily,
M42
since they'll have a flash coming out here. Venom picks this,
Gonna be way more
and
aggressive.
they play around that.
Rexdreams thought
But even
about
though
it,
they
he's gonna be getting
die,
his first kill.
like
Zam is not gonna be letting him have
they
it.
can't
He's
say
gonna
much.
go back and try and get a couple of
Oh,
kills
that should be a right click kill,
for
free
himself,
kill.
but it's not
Never
gonna be
mind.
working out, and there's
And
an
Rix
instant
dies
rotate
there
coming in
too.
from the side of Exo.
So again, overextension of this guy wasn't necessary, because you have B-men
Over
with
here,
this guy
they're gonna
already.
go all the way
So none of
over
that was
to the
required
side
at
of
all.
A and take out a few
And
heads
then
along it.
you should be losing the pistol in a 5v2.
Practically, they have to
And all of the angles that are humanly possible, but
Not much you can
in
do.
5 on the score. Making as many mistakes. But after that, you need
be able to. I don't really think they're good. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be happening yet again. But look at this, off the bat. Exo, they go in without wasting any time at all.
Yeah,
they
they
go in
just-
and plant the
So
spike.
if you guys
right
notice, I'll show you guys in the
Now,
first
Whip
buy
is
round.
on over this own
Huh.
Killjoy.
So I want to talk about two things before that. So one thing is, how should you play
Becoming
against a KO if you're a sentinel?
After that,
So guys, if you're a Cypher, it's even easier to play against a Sentinel, against a KO. So, clear all. So let's say this is the split map, right? And let's say I am a Killjoy player. Okay, wow. Okay, so let's say I'm a Killjoy player. I'm playing Killjoy and I'm playing an A setup. So, where does the most common KO dagger land on this map? I'll tell you guys. It's the dagger that lands here. Right? So, how much of the map do I still have to play with and not get caught up in this? I have this area if I want to play on the side completely, and I can play anywhere over here. And I can also play CT, or I can play under heaven, which is not the best position to play. So whenever, if you're a Sentinel, if you're playing a Cypher or a Killjoy, you will not be able to play on your own setup, right? You will play in any position like this, but you will still have your default utility usage. You won't change your utility usage at all. That will be the same. Like you'll have this alarm, you'll have a molly, you'll have double mollies, you'll have a turret here, whatever. So that doesn't matter at all as to what's happening. Like, let them disable site, and on that what you will do is you just tell your Omen, hey bro, you play on my utility, and you will be able to fight off that. It's okay if they disable the Omen, let them know where the Omen is, but your Killjoy utility and how much impact you can have to the site hold will still be there. Like, that won't change at all. Or you can just play retake. If you're playing a Cypher, it's even easier to play against a KO, since you can just play a retake setup. If I'm a Cypher, I am just going to go A site, and I'll put a trip at B, and I'll do this. You won't be able to do anything to my setup, right? You guys get that? I don't need to be the one necessarily playing off my setup. I'll ask a friend of mine to play on the setup. He will play however he wants. He will play on that. He'll get kills on my utility and on my mollies. They will not be able to break my mollies. You guys get that? I'm gonna turn off my... Okay, my bad. I'm gonna turn off my cam for a bit, guys.
I feel like it's gonna be a downward slope for Team M42.
now here's where it all.
Then they've lost your 9-5
Their foot off of it.
down. And
You
Exo,
get-
Exo
Exo,
like to brute
they're
force,
hitting that gas
so-
pedal, and I think they
you
can broke it.
and like their agent comp allows them to brute force a little bit more, because if they get the disable pick on the bigger agent, like you can execute on where do you live in Mumbai? I'm not comfortable revealing where I
They
live
can't
in
put
Mumbai.
their foot off of it anymore.
But yeah, I
And
live in
even if
Mumbai.
they try to hit the brakes, they're still gonna be going on down forward. That's
brakes are
exactly what's
cut.
happening. There's nothing that they can do. Try to hit the brakes,
yeah,
they're still
so
gonna be going on down forward.
you can't like they
Or
like
that's
they
exactly
brute
what's
forcing
happening.
here.
There's nothing
They
that
do
can
get
do.
punished
Shots
for
are gonna be
that
taken. Oh
with
my
this
God,
raise
no.
utility on a smaller
Get
map.
one with the satchel as well.
How does that even? I'm pretty sure the initial
Sorry,
damage
the room was
came
getting
from the
cleaned,
faint
so
kills and then he finished it off
not to. Never mind.
with a satchel and beautifully done by M42.
And yeah, you just get nice stuff and
And
I
a
sword
lot-
from them there on the back of that
You
utility.
could have played based upon the KO knife. Where was the KO knife even thrown by Sai in that situation? If he threw it into the site, then it would have been a little bit more different. But that wasn't the case here.
Hyper, I still get a pick off that. So yeah, similar setup. B and A Killjoy solo forced to play retake because like one KO Dagger and two no one's there to support him.
But honestly,
So he's gonna play
they're
this way obviously.
refocusing more on this round because right now
And they use their own utility to control the pacing at mid, like a flash, a smoke, and these three will also help in holding mid and flip B and rafters after
Exo
that.
is
While this
not
guy will be in charge of holding
really,
B main.
you know, back
Good setup.
down. Like you said, they've hit the gas pedal and they cannot take
Pretty
their foot
strong
off.
to play like that.
And
There's no
honestly,
holes
they're-
in their defense if they play this way, right? You guys get that?
Their plan of action is, but honestly, you can't really do that without your gaming setups and everything right now, can you, Grace? But
Oh, that's the rough
honestly,
OP
you can't really do
to
that
dive
without
there.
your gaming
And
setups
get,
and
like, they
everything
try to
right
get a
now, can you,
3-man
Grace? I
aggression
just had
going
to say
on,
this.
that doesn't work
The
out.
Amazon Great Indian Seal UIs honestly should go out and check out those
But
amazing
Sam's
deals.
just fragging out of his mind.
Yeah,
Gets
Sam's
2 kills.
excited about that.
He clearly is. And I'm pretty sure it's just because he has bought something from that sale. And that's probably why
Got
he's
some
hitting
good
those
damage
nutty
too
shots.
through that wall.
And you guys should too. Go out there, check out the sale, pick up something that you've been waiting for your entire life.
Shit,
I
I'm
mean,
late.
life,
It's okay.
I'd say.
Thank you for
But the
dropping by
entire
anyways.
year. And honestly, you tanked
Oh,
yourself.
will we get done with map
take
2
it over.
in a bit.
Yeah, you gotta thank Amazon.
So
for
now
it,
these
man.
guys
You
are
don't have to
making a
thank
mid-round
yourself because
decision to see
Amazon
what
were
they
the
can
ones who
do.
set
They
everything
get
up for
spotted.
them. And now it's gonna be Venom
Yikes.
setting
They're just
everything
getting
up
torn
for
one
that
by
point.
one.
He's also excited. He also wants to finish this match
Good stuff, Venom.
Because I
Nice
think
shots.
as well. Don't really forget about that. Championships. So if you want to play,
Maxoran and Eco, so they should
Run
be.
is not a-
Wait, they win this Eco? No, they lose it now, man.
there's a flight.
They try to brute
Honestly,
force
both-
that, so.
The entire thing has been so
So yeah, so now I think we'll get a rough idea of how EXO like to play defense on this map.
explaining and like you said, it's
This
just
guy will
rough.
go sewers, I'm
And-
sure. Yeah. So Blackhawk is in charge of holding down this A push. He is in charge of holding down everything here. Killjoy will control this, maybe use their molly to deny this peak, deny hopper. KO, Raze, and the Sage will come mid. KO will dagger this here, try and get information, and the rest of them will control this, whatever they want to do with it. So yeah. Oh, sorry.
These guys
This should be the overall pacing.
anyway, you guys have to
But Blackhawk falls back
To
and
gel
goes
with
B.
A.
So they've decided that they want to
Forget-
do a mid to B split, which is one of the favorite things on this map. Like they do this a lot because you guys will see that in the map later on. So there comes out the smoke, there comes out the KO dagger to clear out this much, and even a little bit of ropes.
9 and 8 on the scorecards. It was a 9 and 5 before. And remember what I was saying
Nice
previously?
shot.
It's all about that fire round. If they're gonna be able to find it, it's gonna be beautiful. Hyper's gonna be able to get a hyper
stuff.
aggressive swing on the one.
The problem with split is you can't brute force it this way. It's not possible to play like this, especially against the fact that there's a Sage, Raze, and a breach.
With his own life, trying to gain that real estate there.
Like it's
gonna
the
be one to
worst
shut
thing
him
I
on
think they
down.
can do.
And Scally, he's stuck between the rock and a hard place in the spike. He's stuck in the middle. What do you do here?
There's not much I think Kali can do. Like he's
That's an
just
ultimate,
dead
but-
duck.
It's just not gonna work for him. All of the members are here on mid. Whip's not gonna be able to get that kill as well.
And then yeah, they just.
Exo
So.
no
But then Eco, I think they win this Eco. I
Even
think
Faceland is-
they do win this round.
has been showing us so far. They're on equal
So aggression at
caliber,
A
and right
because
now,
they know that
Exo
they
is
can't
like,
give them mid so
look at that.
easily.
Yet again, Emo is thrown his faint kill and gets
3v3.
It's either
Dude, Emo's
Faint
rage
kill and
utility usage
flash
was
off,
good, like his nades and
or
stuff.
two kills somehow.
And now
Venom is
Venom,
gonna be right around the corner, get a
it
two
does
kill for himself.
okay.
Oh, no,
Kali
he
rose out
actually
that.
misses his showstopper. He's gonna be
And
paying
now
dearly
when
for it,
we
but he does have a judge,
do-
but that's all he does. He has to switch his guns right now, or else
And
he's gonna be going down. He
Good,
kinda-
good shooting from these guys,
Oh,
though.
they
I'll
can
be honest
really-
about that. 9-10 up. I don't know why they weren't able to close it out.
Not care. Go with that. That's gonna be another. They're way inside of the site through their raw mechanical
Excali and Ghost get the 2 picks
By the light.
early on.
skills.
How does that happen?
Not even gonna be allowing that. It's working. It's just, I don't know what's exactly happening throughout this entire.
It's
big
It's
breach
Working,
ult
it's working,
usage
sometimes it's just
to
not.
get
And now
aggressive.
Emo, he gets stacked
And
out.
Emo
Not
tries
gonna
to
get
get
taken out of the
aggressive,
Alex Alex
doesn't
away,
work
trying
out
to
the
live.
best. Kali,
Venom's not even gonna be
this
allowed
aggression
back.
was good.
He's just
It
swinging
was
it
well
out, he's
planned
just
out.
taking
So the
fights.
reason they're aggressing this much is because they know that they can't hold mid, especially because they're getting KO'd. So they're being forced to give up mid pretty easy, and then the B-wave split comes in. So if they're taking control of the inner parts of the map, let's take control of the extremities. Like, we'll work this out ourselves.
He
And
just
even though
does
they have
not
this
care.
wall here, they have
Knows
this
now
guy
on
just
the back
holding
end
the
is gonna be the one
cross
to take down
and
Venom
stuff like that.
finally, but Emo, he's gonna be able to run on away, try and save himself, but Black
Rez comes in,
way
and
too aggressive,
wow,
maybe he's gonna
Emo's just
work
unaware, unfortunate.
by the light.
Emo reminds me of Arsenal, that becomes a shaky aim types. Man, get what I'm trying to say.
That's gonna be another kill. The trades are gonna be going all over the place, but
I'm gonna close the door, excuse me,
that
guys.
questioning, what are these executions? It feels like
Have I not turned on my cam yet? I thought my cam was on. Sorry. Sorry, yep.
Team EXO, they're breaking apart. They're
Then,
trying.
oh,
but
they
there's
just died one by one.
But when M42 understand that and go back,
Someone also in chat wrote it, hyper asana, like shaky aim. Lol.
it's gonna be a lot more different because they can get something better for themselves. And now Team EXO,
Then these guys group up A, execute, after KO daggering mid. But M42 should be in a strong spot to retake this, and the Killjoy ult maybe. But Wimp has counter ult, so I'm not too sure of how strong it becomes. So yeah, they plant
in
open.
front of Blackhawk, and he's gone. Haven't lost it there so
Oh
far.
god.
Oh no, the lockdown has come right in front of Blackhawk, and he's gone. He's in
Yikes.
prime location to take out a couple of kills. But all he's
Attacker
able to
Killjoy
get is
lockdown
one, and Hyper
destroyed.
He's in prime
Did it get
location to
spammed
take
or
out a
kill?
couple of
Oh,
kills,
KO
but all
Molly, I
he's gonna be
think.
able to get is
What do you think Posey will do you think G will end at? Not sure. Top 5 position is possible, and I think they beat
one, and Hyper is
Kia
gonna be
first.
denying one of those by picking up
Dam
Rookcraft
1. I think they
again.
beat Dam 1.
44 situation, and the defender Killjoy has been completely
2
coming through.
detained.
Blackhawk,
Fight
honestly,
zero.
he tried his best to take down that lockdown, but
Oh,
it
Sai
doesn't
spots
really work
him.
out for him. Right now, Emo is the one who saved things
Dude,
out for
wow,
his
that just
teammates,
became
but
so bad
goes in
so
right around
quick.
the corner.
What was that retake?
that's gonna
This is
hurt.
Hyper's first stream. I was signed on, I don't remember seeing him before. He used to play on Purpose Esports before this, so he was signed before it.
That hurts a lot. M42,
And he
they're
was
taking
also,
back these
was he on
rounds out of
EAT?
absolutely
And he was on
nowhere.
TSF
And consider some-
with
Don't try to engage.
Sam
They
and
did it back
Veerbhadra.
exactly into the side itself. What do you hold it with? They are not making as many smart decisions as we would have.
So they do. So the
What
one
do you
thing I
hold it
really
with?
like from
They-
them is like warding
they
A
are
early
not making
to like
as
deny
small
that
as
lurk and to make sure that he doesn't
10
lurk.
or 11
But
so
Damon
much.
defeated Newton. Yeah, like you can't take a lot of these results into 100% weightage. But I think GE are in a strong
And they're
position
trying
to beat
brute force
Damon.
their way
Like
still.
they'll have new, like from Ahmed also said that there's a few new comps and stuff coming in from GE. So yeah, I think definitely can. Let's see. A lot of hopium in that as well. So yeah.
So this is an equal round. I understand that for the side of Team EXO, but they need to find something out of this.
4v5
Well,
early round.
the strategy that works out the best.
So
for them
M42
is
are on
to
map
in
point.
numbers. If they go in
I
together,
don't
run
know
together as a team,
if they win this, right? Or do they
Blackhawk,
lose this eco?
the first one to pick up so far. They split
So
up
Blackhawk gets a little bit of overpeaking is still an issue for them. I think like that's one issue that needs to be solved.
Oh, now.
Oh no!
This was some shaky aim coming out from
Come back into the
everyone.
backup. Crossfires are going to be going in down now.
Oh no!
And right
Yikes.
now,
You
they're
don't
prime
know that.
position. They could be picking up a couple of kills, but no. it's gonna be Blackhawk
And
that
then they just get the kills, and it's a
Possible.
1v3. He
Evo,
gets 2 kills or
This
1
stuff
kill
has
here,
been a very big.
but
Needs one
not
more.
much.
Just one more. Just that.
But any predictions of champions? I know it's too early. Still champions. I don't think it's gonna be Gambit or Sentinels. I don't think so. I think maybe one of a newer team will come out and show us a strong performance. Maybe someone from EU. Hopefully, someone from EU. But yeah, let's see.
50 round from. They thought that it was all. Wayne.
fact that they might have.
We get to see a lot of strong teams from LCQs also coming and playing in champions who just missed out because of like roster changes or like whatever stupid things were happening with their teams. So if they are in a position where they can fix things like that, yeah, they will be able to. G win champions Opium. G need to get to champions first by winning LCQ. So winning LCQ Opium, and before winning LCQ, so hyper ops for them guys. That's one thing I wasn't sure about.
So is winning out.
So let's see.
It's a kill for himself to balance it out, but let's see,
M42
Venom is gonna be pulling the
Venom.
impossible.
It's a
Does manage to get
3v3
one kill, but the
already.
spike is now
Exo
in
HPD is
their
under the
eyesight.
hyper is a nice shot.
What was that godlike flick on Wimp? Wimp could not have seen that coming.
Emo.
And honestly, that bullet is gonna be stuck in.
And they get the plant 2v3. Skelly
Yeah,
gets
that
1
hyper can do here.
2v3
Hyper's
hyper
gone.
low.
11 HP, but
Apparently
maybe.
not.
Okay, no, maybe
Kali.
not. Oh, no,
Okay,
Excalibur
Kali can win this.
nearly pulled off a miracle here. This is gonna be bad. Excalibur.
Nice reposition, Kali. Nice reposition.
play from
Great
Excalibur.
reposition. Insanely well.
That's Excalibur charts.
Big decision.
And there was
I'm
nobody
happy for the
right-
way Kali's been playing. I think he can definitely get back to being a top
Sure.
5 player in India, which he was
What
when
I've
he started
heard is-
playing the
is
game,
I feel
or
like,
when he was with VLT.
it could have been a fairer fight.
The pressure builds up against them. That's when this team shines the brightest. And it
12,
already
11,
did start
M42,
with that
5v4,
one.
you have Ray's ult. These guys are working mid
They won
again.
that thrifty, and it feels like Team EXO. They have their
Teo
mojo
dive
back.
comes
It's
out.
such a momentum
Nice
team.
shot.
It's so crucial.
Hyper gets
Oh
a
my God,
trade.
it's such a beautiful shot on towards the side
Get
of
that
Sam, but
judge.
he goes. And he goes for two
That's a
with
good
that judge.
good stuff with that judge.
Good for
I want
a
to see
third
how these
as
guys
well,
won the
but
2v3.
Sai's
God, Hyper
incredible
with
when
that
he has that operator
2v2
in his hand.
Venom with
Looks
the
like he wants to
R.
shut down Hyper as well, but he gets
And he has a
tagged.
judge
Very
here, I
low
remember
levels of
this.
HP. The turret does not spawn Venom. Oh wait, no, the turret.
The turret does spot him, he
It
runs
is-
back.
it's
Kali has been
becoming really
impeccable in
tense
recent
yet
form.
again.
Yep.
I'm gonna-
Hyper is the primary
no.
duelist for M42 like the Jet. Why does he play Jet on this map then? Why does he play Sage? It's interesting.
But yeah, it's
Teams
becoming
force
super
single
tense
duelist
yet
comps a
again.
lot, which
The
isn't
spike
necessarily
plan has
needed.
gone down.
You should play according to your
Spike is
team's
still in
identity,
their favor,
not
it's still in
according
their
to your team's
possession,
need.
but they have to be playing it
So even for
so
G, for this
super calm
this
and
map, they used to run.
collected. M42, once they get that sound notification, they're going to be
What do you
rushing
call
it
it?
super hard. Rix, he does have a Spectre in his hands.
Jet
I'm not
rays.
really sure
We
if he could
they don't
keep
play the
because
Sage. You can play the
now
Breach
into
and
a
play
different
double
gun,
duelist
but
on this
he
map.
clearly is. He's got a slew of weapons in front of him. They both reload. They both get ready.
But with the
Eventually,
Jet, maybe they can
just tell
solve.
each other,
If they play the Jet, maybe they'll be able to solve the space creation problems I was talking about, like where Emo is the only one and they were using his satchels of fake and stuff. So on the other side of the map, they aren't able to
Let's
get
go
much
in for this.
information slash
Turn is
space.
gotta
Oh,
be
thank you guys for
coming
30
out.
likes, by the way. I know wasn't probably the what I wanted in terms of target wise.
You get
Target
that
was 100, but yeah,
information has
I'll
been
take
given
30
out
likes.
already.
We'll see him on
The
Monday
goal
evening
peak
as
is
well.
becoming
And then they lose
clear.
this round, so that's how it goes into OT.
Insane! This is just insanity. Can you understand this? This Team X.
New kids on the block. On their best map, Quinn. Don't
Yeah,
forget that.
yeah.
Hello Raymond, what's up?
They're
That's
doing,
not.
and he has a
12 overtime. They're trying to work
Oh,
B.
what?
Like guys, this still is a problem. He's giving up too much space, and this cross is being locked out by
Again,
Kali.
it's up
There's
to his
no
usual
way they can.
shenanigans.
If they go here and if they don't find anything at B and they want to recommit A,
It's all towards that B
it's
side.
painful.
It
It's not gonna
works
happen.
sometimes, but at the
Hello,
same time,
Saibak,
it's
what's up?
good
Hello,
for
Rayman,
lateral
what's up?
space. So careful.
Exactly, but
It's
careful
not gonna happen.
cannot be taken. Have to like take it all back.
They're
in,
trying to
not
chill
be
out,
underestimating
play
them at
slow.
all. And
And
look
this
at how
stage also gonna
actively
make
EXO are
things
playing
that
right
much
now.
harder.
This is a new setup.
So they know that they're
have
forcing them
put
to go B
EXO
now,
on their back
and they're
foot,
forced to recommit B.
trying to
Just because of the fact that Kali has his op here. Just because of that. Nothing else.
their worth.
Nothing-
To show
nothing
who's
else.
top dog, trying to show who's gonna
And now you have to
He's trying
execute
do, but with
B,
that guardrail
Ghost
inside,
has.
it's just
Oh,
gently
it's a good,
clear
there's a
out
big
Black
trade.
Hawk's shenanigans not gonna be working this time, but Sai just
See, it's just
gets
impossible. You can't execute like
good.
this.
Sai and Ghost
They're
are
not
just
doing
shutting
enough
everyone
to
down.
like bait out the op with the breach that they're playing, right? They don't have much anti-opper utility, which is something a lot of teams face in terms of like a problem coming on a lot of maps. For now, EXO is working on Excel for the Jet on other maps except Split. Kali doesn't play Raze on Bind either. He plays Raze on Icebox, right? No, that's Blackhawk. He's on Jet now. But yeah, I don't know. EXO is in a weird spot. I feel bad for Ghost. Not feel bad. Think being the Jet main and then being forced to. Question: EXO didn't play the Jet. Why don't they have the same space creation problems that M42 have? EXO don't have the same problem as M42 because EXO didn't go in for fakes and stuff like that. Where Emo was the single faker. Like Emo wasn't the only one who was. When they sell the fake, Emo is the one satcheling on the other end with his utility. Like if you saw how EXO were executing, they're playing a lot more brute force and trying to play the aggression because they have the KO and daggering based on that and trying to get that. So yeah, that's why they don't have the same space creation problems. Also, they didn't have anyone to pick up the op on attack. These guys had Sai to pick up the op on attack. I don't think M42 had the op on attack even once. So yeah, that can be. Sometimes you can have the op. I mean, I'm guessing if Rix can post up the op, he can slowly clear out these angles. So yeah, he plays Raze on Bind. Yeah, and Icebox Blackhawk is Raze. So yeah. Yeah, Ghost is moving to Sage on Icebox. Yeah, I don't know why they made that switch. Is it because Ghost was not comfortable playing Jet and not getting the value out of Jet, or is just Kali just too good on Jet to have Ghost on Jet?
But at the same time, Rex, he's gonna be the one to take a couple of his own plays, maybe make this one
Ghost becoming a Sage and Sky main like Ikalama, yeah.
happen for his own squad, but it's gonna be really
Now it's just
difficult.
down to
He
Rix.
doesn't have the utility, he doesn't have the spike, he has nothing to work with. Does get a little
I
bit
kind of think Sage is overrated. Like both these teams running Sage is kind of overrated. Like, I don't think she's the best agent in the current meta.
He's holding it strong with that
And then,
operator, and he's
yeah.
just not gonna take the least. Gonna be saying anything. And so their executions are just so fast that it's
And then this round, I think Rix and these guys should have gotten a lot more kills. But they just didn't hit aim wise. Like Rix gets one big kill here. These guys are lost. Like, let's watch back this round.
It feels like
It's funny how these two teams have totally different playstyles, but they're so good at their own.
And also, Kinchat, since you asked why these guys don't have space creation problems on attack, is because their Killjoy setup is completely different. Like, Wimp uses that early molly towards B and doesn't give B main that easily. So that's also one reason why they're not giving up map control with relative ease. So that's also one of the reasons why they'll never suffer and never have problems. Because they still have pockets of control with Blackhawk working A main on his by himself, and these three guys working a B main with that KO and daggering here and stuff, which is not something we saw, or not something M42 can do. Like, they have the breach for that, but they just weren't using it enough. They were using the breach to deny the aggression. They're being forced to burn the utility to deny the aggression coming out from the other end, which just wasn't possible, working out well for them. Like, sorry, oh my god, I just smacked my head so hard. So, like, right now, like, Kali gets the satchels off, and he has such good utility switch from his team. Right? Why don't EXO play Jet on split? I think it's a little bit of Kali's comfort, like him playing the being Raze on this map, because Raze is S tier on this map. And also depends on what you want to play. You can play whatever you want, but you should be able to fill up the roles of what the team needs. And EXO are doing a good job of it. Like, they have Sai to op, they have Ghost to op, they have Kali to op, they have 3 oppers on their team. That's not a problem. And they didn't have any space creation problems. So yeah.
it feels like both of the play styles just counter each other. It's all about the executions, and Team EXO, their
Then yeah, so
executions
Rix
are
gets
so
one
fast
big
that
kill
it's
over here,
magic
like playing
on
elbow.
the side of
And
M42
when he does
but
this,
at the
like,
same time,
he
the
gets
slow executions
it
from
off here.
M42 is
But
just there.
Sam's whiff here is
As
painful to
well.
watch.
Sam's gonna be inside on the side, going for the
Like, he should have gotten both
spray. Sam,
with
he's gonna
with
go for
ease,
the
but it's
kill.
okay, it happens
Behind
sometimes.
He's
Like,
not gonna be
they were
able to
crisp.
get the
And because of this, now that Ghost has gotten 2 kills and he gets the plant off, he's gonna get res, and
All
that's
up
how
to him
they win
now.
the round.
42 gets a wallbang kill.
So even with Hyper in the 1v2, he can't do much. So yeah, so what were M42 doing bad? They were giving up too much space on defense and on attack, and they weren't able to get much off. Their fakes are good, but they lack space creation and anyone who can get into sight and brute force and beta utility for them. So yeah, things like this, like not running the Jet in against Astra is hard to justify in my opinion, because that since Astra and Omen are the only 2 agents that can since Jet and Omen are the only 2 agents that can brute force Astra stars. So yeah.
From all the
Let's go to
members of
Haven.
EXO, they just need to work it
This
out
was
a little
wrong.
bit.
13-6 wasn't the score.
Sure,
So
how
like that.
I'm really excited.
So yeah, so Hyper plays Jet. Do you think Raze on Icebox is really necessary for EXO? It's quite obvious Blackhawk isn't really comfortable playing her, but would have the play and even support role. The reason why teams play Raze on Icebox is because, like, given the number of vertical angles, you can really, like, exploit that for, like, space creation and stuff. So yeah, that's one thing. Wouldn't it help more if you played another support role? Maybe. So what's their comp right now? Are they playing Sage on Ghost? That should be the comp, right? I think their Icebox comps have been really a question mark for them, because in the middle they put Kali on Killjoy for that map and stuff as well. So I think they're still trying it out. And Blackhawk not being comfortable in Raze, I haven't seen that match, so I'm not sure how cool that is. Because Blackhawk used to play Raze earlier when they were playing for what team were they? Noble? No, SE. Good afternoon, Priyam. Hello. Hi, sir. अरे Survey, क्या हो रहा है? Grave, Casper, Survey, Death King, Survey, No Brain. Thank you guys. Thank you, Survey. Thank you, Survey. It means a lot. Thank you, sir. कैसा था तेरा stream? I hope तेरा stream भी अच्छा था. For by big fan. अरे, thank you.
Hyper on the gym.
आजा सूर्य आजा मेरे स्ट्रीम पे आजा अपन साथ में सिखाते लोग को कैसे खेलते हैं इवन तेरा थोड़ा सेंटिनल्स का कोच है ना तो वो वाला ब्रेन थोड़ा यूज़ करके थोड़ा अपन ये दिखाते लोगों को कैसे खेलते हैं सूर्य बहुत है सूर्य आईटी प्रियम तेरा पीसी हुआ कि नहीं तू बात मत कर मेरे साथ पीसी नहीं हुआ तेरा तो सूर्य कुछ डालना चैट में तेरे को तेरा मॉड ऐड करता हूँ मैं Hello guys, thank you. Welcome to the stream. Hello Heat of Summer. Hello Gotham. Hello guys, what's up? Guys, please like कर दो. 41 likes से come on. I think we can easily hit 50 likes. Come on. भी रेड भी आई है तो सर्वे प्रोफेशनल किधर है उसका स्ट्रीम बंद हो गया क्या चलेगा क्या वो भाव नहीं दे रहा है मेरे को बोल रहा हूँ मैसेज डाल चैट में वो गेम में है सर्वे इन गेम है अच्छा तूने इन गेम से रेड कर दिया खाली मेरे को Thank you for the raid survey. Survey ain't watching you lol. Okay, wow, in game. ठीक है 1-2 घंटे में इंजीनियर आ रहा है ठीक है बोन्स लol अरे fuck off please bones just don't talk to me toxic. So let's see EXO going back to hashtag bones nation no he's streaming okay guys को please thank you डाल देता हूँ रुको मैं उसको chat उसको खाली एक बार thank you बोल के आता हूँ बिग पीपल थिंग्स हाँ साइफर खेल रहा है देख रहा मैं
Initiate a lineup.
So let's see what happens here. So EXO have kind of gone back to like the Sentinels comp that they used to play earlier on this map with like Skelly on this thing, but just a change with what everyone else is playing. Pretty common comp with the Sky. She's really strong on this map. Love you, Priyam Veti.
And instead,
Bones come to TS after the wait. We'll play Pulse a little bit. I feel like playing today.
Single units composition, cheater lineup. While Team EXO
Hyper works mid. These guys liked B a lot. I think I saw that. Sky Flash comes in, Recon, and a shock dart.
They're going in for pure meta bases right now, and ooh, that's a
So this plant and dash out is something we saw a lot of Paper X coming out against Supermassive Blaze. Like they like to plant B, dash out and stuff like that. Hyper will just plant and he'll dash out, but he gets killed in the meantime. Sam kills him. This is strong. Like they keep control of these extremities, not allow the flank, because I'm gonna give you guys an example from how VLT play on this, since we're on this. One sec. Rexdreams se the channel Malav. Yeah, I think I should rename my channel. I might, but I also don't want to make esports everything about me. So yeah, might make a new channel, but abhi it's okay. I mean, I might add in brackets Extremes to this one only. Which map? Haven. Yeah. So if you guys remember how VLT played, which is something we discussed a lot in my previous this thing. Just a second. Yeah. So if you guys remember how they were playing, where's the breach? So your views on SATL Valor lineup. I think can be a strong lineup with the pieces that they have. I thought this was a G2 strat, but on the spike and leave it like they do on A in Haven. Yeah, a lot of teams do it. More recently, I think I've seen Paper X also do it. If I was watching their comms video. So if you guys see what happens when they use the utility to get control of A, if there's a plant at B, right? Let's say where's my pick then? If there is a plant at B, like over here, Deathmaker is going to slowly work this, and he's going to come window while these guys go here and rotate it and retake like this. And in the meantime, they have someone to take garage, which should most likely be either this guy or this guy, which will be either Helef or Marzel. So that's how they play it, and that's how they'll target this and break this mid hold. So this is really strong from M42 to have someone holding here and holding here, so that this line of sight is cut out and this push is cut out, and this turret over here that they had placed will make sure that no one pushes garage as well. So they just need to concentrate on this while playing with like here and wherever they want. And the SATL Valorant lineup is the old one, right? Like, did they do the announcement? Like Binks Binks, Vexy, Easy, Munna, Badman, and Strix. Is there any change to that? I haven't heard about any change if yes. So yeah, let's go back. Then these guys get 2 good kills and deny the flank. And yeah,
Honestly,
I'm not sure how much I like having Ghost on Phoenix when Kali can play a really good Phoenix as well and
I'm
Ghost can
loving
op.
how M42 going in for those individual fights are just working out so beautifully.
I guess
for them.
one. Binks, Strix, Fox, Easy, Badman, Vexy. Munna, Badman, and Strix. Wait. Yes, wait. I thought they made a change or something. Maybe I thought roster change for which I have. SMX and Reddit playing with 5 now. Yeah, I saw that. And they qualified with Gauntlet, right? So that's how I know about that lineup. They get the plant down, and this is a really good hold coming out from them for the post plant setup. मोस्ट तो घर पे है क्या अभी तक? फिर ऐसा होता है टैंक के बाद ये वॉर्ड के बाद मैं आता हूँ. So yeah, then anti-eco. There's no need for me to watch this. Yes, come on, we've hit 42 likes. I think we can easily hit 50 likes. Come on, guys, shouldn't we struggle? Please like karo, guys. Likes. And follow my socials. Exclamation mark socials. For the Instagram, for the Twitter, just follow that. I'm really active there. And I think you guys will be able to follow whatever I'm doing or whatever I'm posting. I want to post content now. So let's see what EXO do this round. First buy round. These guys are... It's really interesting to see them playing bonus a lot. Cam off. Yeah, sorry, someone's cleaning my room. That's why I put my cam off. I'll put it back on. The maid was cleaning the room, so it just looks bad. That's why I've turned it off. Now it's back on.
I'm for it slow once again, but Ghost. This is dangerous. And another thing, have you ever seen Ghost play anything other than a jet?
Then Ghost does well to get the space.
And another thing,
I hope they don't face any issues like we saw on Split, where they where they were giving A with relative ease. Let's see, if EXO have control of these extremities of the map, like they'll really torture with the skill joy setup and like make it hard. There comes out the recon.
Slow once again, but Ghost. This is dangerous. And another thing, have you ever seen Ghost play anything other than a jet? He's playing a Phoenix. I didn't even notice this initially. There's no longer a Sky on their roster. They're going back for the double duelist setup here. This could be deadly. Ghost with fire and Venom right around that corner. Blackhawks holding from the front, waiting for any sort of garage push to come on down through. But
even Age mentioned it, Ghost on playing on Phoenix, that he didn't like it, and you'd rather have Kali on Phoenix, or what?
Now help out Ghost in this corner. This is
And Ghost gets one big kill, and they haven't been able to execute right now as well. So let's see what happens now. These guys try and execute here. Let's see what happens. They're trying to take a window. Shouldn't be possible. Kali gets a lucky kill there. And Ghost doesn't check that. 2 big kills for Rex there. Anyways, nice try. It's a good bonus. They got some damage off, so they'll be happy with that. But what isn't the best is even after you eco, like you play the bonus and you don't invest heavily, and then you still don't have the best weaponry. I don't know. I don't like that much. But what's this has stopped is like no 3rd round op for Excali or 4th round op for Excali. Early round no op could be good. Excali gets spotted here, I think. Okay, this is just a weird round overall. I don't know what was happening here. Wow.
I think Evo was just leaving instead of giving a call out that Excali was on.
Jeez, that positioning from Excali.
Wait, where did... What do you think are the best Phoenix players in South Asia? I remember Ace saying he thinks Amitars is best, if not the Phoenix person as a whole. They're just waiting for a buff. Yeah, I think Phoenix is just not worth it right now as an agent. Like, only 1.1 second flash, no regen on the flash. Flash doesn't give out any information either. So it just doesn't make sense to play that agent. But maybe if they buff it, yeah, maybe. If it And like how many? If you're talking about our region, who used to play Phoenix? Hell, Skills, Kali, Hikka, Ace. I think it's between Ace, Skills, and Hell. One of the three. Or even Rexy. I think Rexy is a really, really mechanically gifted player. Namatrasu has always been good. I don't know. I think he'll find more value playing like support and secondary. This thing.
Hello? He's just gonna go in for it. No, no, no.
कोई और नाम नहीं यार मतलब टीआर में फिनिक्स कौन खेलता है does TR have a Phoenix player? Anyone who can play Phoenix in TR? Crosshair maybe, but Ace is Sova and Sky main now. I meant Ametrasu. Did I say Ace by mistake? The fuck? I meant Ametrasu. Ametrasu Hell or Skills. I think it's one of them. Might just be Ametrasu or.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
I don't know. I think this Phoenix is. I don't think.
What are you looking at?
I think Kali is also up there. Kali best Reina for sure, India.
Was just leaving instead of giving a call
But yeah,
out.
Rexy's Phoenix was super good and underrated. Yeah, I think he's one of the most mechanically gifted players in the region.
Jeez, that
But,
positioning from Excali
yeah.
was just insane and it worked out beautifully for him. The unfortunate thing, however, was the
Paradox
stealing
can play
flag from
Phoenix.
that
Yeah, but
side,
Para's
and
on
he
jet.
wasn't really expecting, Excali to be in that position at all. Just beautifully played out by him, but these first.
So they go again to C. But in the meantime, Exo should have a read of this and they are able to rotate off this because of size good. That's a good dart. That's a strong dart. To get information here. I'm on TS, yeah, I'll come in a bit after this mode. Which should be max 15-20 minutes. I think this smoke is one thing that everyone in India does now. Where are you on TS? I'm on TS, guys. But where am I? I can't even see you. Never mind. Kali kitna carry karega? Kali is jet is carry. But yeah, this star, everyone's been using it recently. Helep was using it, and now someone else also is using it, and who's playing over.
Hey, wake up!
Hey, wake up! Guys, I'm gonna report this to True Rippers organization. Their players are poking me and abusing me and saying really, really bad things to me. I don't appreciate this at all. Relic को बताना पड़ेगा. Relic Crosser को बताऊंगा मैं कि ये क्या है.
Hey, wake up! Hey, wake up!
क्या life? Wow. I don't appreciate this toxicity, guys. So then the round. Do you think if someone is on the meta comp, they'll have a good chance of champions? Like all these days they were running the old comp. I think agent comps are extremely overrated part of how a team plays and what you want to play like. Like everyone says,
Hey,
oh,
wake
Reina
up.
is so bad, but like so many teams like to play Reina. Like not many teams, but teams still do it. So it's not about agent comps, right? Like you just need to know what to do and how to react to situations based on what comp you're playing. Agent comps are kind of overrated. You just need to fill up the holes. Like tomorrow you can play 5 duelists also if you want, but you need to know in the 5 duelists who's going to take control of what map, who's going to take control of what part of the map, who's going to be our flank watch, who's going to be our lurker, who's going to be our entry, who's going to be our flasher. Everything like that, if you decide what you want to do, you can play any comp you want. People in India, I think, overrate agent comps a little bit too much.
The level
He's a game changer.
Like, I have
Yeah, this bones get a life, not really. Can you not see I'm streaming? यार कौन के प्लेस के अगेंस्ट सपोर्ट करोगे ठीक है भाई करना पड़ता है वो थोड़ा एक
no idea how.
I'll tell you guys one thing. One bad apple spoils the rest of them.
Hey, wake up!
TR tomorrow. Thank you, Priyam. Good decision. Shaktivan. Okay, dude.
Worry about anything. It feels like all of his YouTube, and she's just aiming. And now easy.
5-man garage hit.
Blackhawk, who's gonna be the one to do it all. And now Ivor once again gets flashed out by his teammate, but Sam, he's able to take down Blackhawk with just a classic. That's gonna hurt him. But wait, this guy even got for 2 kills. But he's just not going to be good for more than the bad, but still takes it down to, at the bare minimum of a Shivas situation.
Attack a kill child. They try to get the round. I don't think they win this round, right?
Well, and Side
Yeah, no.
goes
Side
for
dies
six.
here unexpectedly.
Venom.
That drone
In this situation, not much Venom could have done.
that
1v2, no stars to work with. Spikes not planted for him
It's
either.
a 1v2 situation. He does have his gun there. It's doable, but the information has been given out, and that entry and that
Yeah, he
that
tried to put a
exit right
star.
there, is this way too small for him to take any
220. Kali is just too crisp with that.
really great. That's how
Last buy, I think, for yeah. This should be the last. The for last one,
but
anyways.
he's just not going to be able to get it, and now it's going to be Hunter's Fury.
What is this? Wait, did they just ult each other or what happened?
Hey, the way that they're fighting a lot of these different avenues is incredible, but at the same time, look at the lineups from the side of Sam. Sam is
Oh, I think. So, Venom tried to ult Ghost,
incredible,
and
but at the
he
same
got
time, look
ulted
at
in
the
return.
Lineups from the side of Sam. Sam is going in for a lot of lineup plays, but he's just
what
not going to be
the-
able to get it, and now it's going to be Hunter's Fury battle. And Sai, he's
Wow.
just in a better position.
What is this?
Sam had no idea
This is
where
weird.
Sai was, but Sai knew exactly what he was going to be doing. Gets a beautiful Hunter's Fury kill down on the one, shuts down the Sova, and Blackhawk, man, he's just swinging. He doesn't care. Just swing it again!
They're just getting demolished on these aim duels that they were trying to take and trying to
the
win
best
out.
player, the best Astra player in the country. Because it's not even of the utility sometimes. He just comes out there and he just starts slaying for some reason.
Right there.
He's a demon on that Astra, that's for sure. You can see that he has a lot more confidence on this character in comparison to any other. Normally what happens, when you play a duelist, that's when your confidence is going to be running super. They're not careful.
Okay, so what-
He's able to make it
Dude,
work
you
down
can't be
beautifully. He's
brute
gonna be the
forcing
one to
like
make it
this
off.
again and again. Like this is
Force
the
it,
second
we'll
or
shut
third
down
time
another.
that they're
Use
trying to
it.
go in like this. The timing seems kind of off because the Ceylon player is not coming in
New
in time.
Valorant thing?
But
Probably just
yikes, bro! You can't be hard executing like this. It just doesn't work
Fair.
out against EXO. Not just EXO, like
man,
against an
but I guess
Astra
it's not
Killjoy
gonna
side
happen
because they're
anytime.
going where
Good.
Blackhawk is, and he's just gonna pull.
I guess they're about
I think
Trying to
Bones
get
is an
serious right now.
Astra player.
Five to
I don't
the
know.
scorecard.
Have you guys heard about a Bones called? Have you guys heard about someone called Bones? I think this is the first time I've
looking
heard
for
his
a
name.
clean
This
I
recon
don't
bolt
know.
is so slow that it's not going to be gaining a lot of information. But the thing is, this recon bolt is so purely based upon lineups. I like the plan here, but Team EXO, they have a Killjoy ultimate. They don't need to hold A. And M42
Okay, so this is that classic fake that comes out from them
walking
very
into
often.
this crossfire.
So first it used to be Emo and Sam selling it. Now it's just on the Raze and the
Right.
Breach, and now it's Emo and Sam on this
Also
thing
really
trying
important
to
for the
fake.
execute.
But now it just works
Looks
out.
like it's not
Bones is TR substitute. Nah, yeah.
going to be that
Bones
hard of
is
an ordeal
TR's
for them
sixth
because they've
right
got lineups are going to be coming out from Side Dreams, and he's going to be able to get that kill on Sam.
Cyrex,
Amazingly well.
I think this is just a really
not with
weirdly placed
M42?
execute because they could have just waited for the kill shot
One-
to make something like that. Yes,
Thing is-
Bones STR Astra. Bones is the same
What
as Zombies.
happened
I think
in
the
that
best
last
Astra
round?
in India right now is Ice
Execution
Out.
was good. They were starting off their
If you guys
team.
haven't heard
No
about Ice
Killjoy
Out,
ultimate being
guys
invested in
will.
him. Did he panic there? He just ADS for no reason. I think that was an absolute panic moment with a capital K for him. And I'm just really thankful that Sai still has this time.
You are looking was looking good like 1 or 2 months ago. Bones जाके कचरा करवा ले अपना chat में मेरा. हाँ क्या हुआ बोन्स हाँ क्या सीन
I just hope he has.
Bones, what is your reply to this? I see. I don't know. आपके क्या विचार है chat में जो just कहा गया है आपके बारे
True,
में?
but we may never know, can we? Can we? Grace.
मैं सुन के नहीं लेता अगर मेरी टीम के बारे में कोई सब बोलता था कि सब हुआ है तू तो और 1-2 महीने पहले अच्छा खेलता था मैं सुन के नहीं लेता
And right now,
good luck today for Penta Esports Finals. He's not playing. Wish the players. Don't wish the sub.
to be putting up a good defense, EXO has. This
कुछ
is where
करेगा नहीं Bones.
strategies, and their strategies we've never seen for something that EXO
Okay,
will not
Venom
be
tries to
expecting.
love this.
Switch takes like
What
this is
is
exactly what we're
happening?
talking.
This is just so
Already
buggy.
whittled down to
Thoughts on TC S3 groups? Okay, I'll do my rankings for TC S3 groups after this.
players,
After this word, real quick.
having
Because this just looks like
already
I don't
And
know how
he
much
had-
of practice they've
That
had
was
on this.
really
Truth hurts. Yikes. Burns. I don't know.
Sound
resumed.
microphone activated.
Bones? Bones? Guys, he's not even replying to me. प्रिया मैं क्या तू इधर?
हाँ
Hi.
हाय
बोन्स आएगा तब उसको बोलने था.
था वो इधर ही था अभी पता नहीं इधर था.
रो रहा है क्या? Guys, Bones is crying because of you guys not replying to him and stuff. Bones तो कचरा हो गया बेचारे का. चलो ये वर्ड खत्म कर गया.
Sound muted.
you're looking at. It's no pretty much a textbook battle. A lot of innovative movements.
Yeah.
Again, like I think Venom should
they're
have a star
playing
towards
very
C-Long, and they can't giving up too much space.
Yeah,
Like you
exactly.
give up if you're
It's
only
very
keeping
meta,
B and stuff. Like only working with Garage in B in these small areas doesn't work because they'll have information. Like top B, they'll have double mollies. Garage, maybe they don't have a molly. or
Yeah,
something.
that's exactly
So it's really hard to
the
justify and
usual,
execute
you
like
know,
this. So now even with this, right? Even where they're
They
doing a
execute
C
that they're
burst together,
Working
like
with
these
something-
guys are in Garage. Have already shown presence in Garage, while these two C-Long guys aren't doing much to show presence.
that
So
they
the timing is definitely
cooked up
off.
entirely on
Maybe
their
a new
own.
team, that's
why
why.
they were being so amazing on the map of split. But right now, they're being the usual Valorant
See,
self for
like look
themselves.
at this. They're gonna kill
Oh,
Gerald,
it's-
and still these guys aren't showing presence together. It should be like a snap. It shouldn't be like a
Hi.
TR fell off of 170 bootcamp. Nothing to do with me.
That
I'm
is
mazak
just not
kar
going to
raha
be cutting it for him. So it's going
It's
to
a
be taking them
joke.
down one by one. Picks up the second kill.
And
but
then
does
Rix
he go?
shouldn't.
Rix is right on
Okay,
the corner.
well, nice
Rix
kill.
is the one who gets the
NT,
first kill.
yeah. So
Rix
this
is gonna be taking him
timing.
out instantly, but does it really matter? It's still a 2v4 situation. And
Have you guys seen Demon Slayer?
you know what? Aggressive. We know how good Sam
If you're
is,
in
but
chat,
that
when has anyone
Sam,
seen
there's
Demon
nothing
Slayer,
you can do,
the
really.
anime?
It's split. Dude, they're just crumbling under.
Doing from garage. Yeah, exactly.
Your chat needs to know it's a joke. Yeah, guys, it's a joke. Bones is a very nice friend.
Mistakes.
TR is definitely the rough spot. Every team hits the rough spot in terms of results. But nothing to worry about. Just need time.
Just
and
start falling apart here.
bugs.
What?
Oh, speaking
Right.
of mistakes, Rix, what happened to you, man? He's just
Don't take it too seriously, guys.
Ding.
Bones chill कर रहा हूँ,
M40.
मजाक कर रहा हूँ मैं भी उसके साथ.
able to cope with what EXO was bringing to them.
Serious मत हो यार, Bones. I love you too much, यार. I don't like to see you serious.
All the way.
I guess like there was a community
8-3
on to get themselves a
half.
better logic
then-
against that.
So
They
like,
need it. But
wow,
more.
this is just looking painful to watch. Like,
And
it's
look
just
at this,
hard.
it's gonna continue.
Because given the fact that they don't have a very strong default towards C, which is the only time they've done this, and a very not very strong default towards A, like being playing towards
But
funnel
them
towards this
emo is
mid
gonna
part
be
of the
taking
map.
outside.
दोनों से तो मैंने बात
Who gets
करूँगा.
a little too over ambitious and tries to take
फिर
it down.
ठीक है ना once
So
करूँ.
that
That's
means
what
he
you like
knows
to
it's a
see.
1v3, but he's still gonna be attempting
And then
it. And we know how
8-3, 8-4 half. I
the
know
stars align for
B3.
him,
Well,
but
can you stop using
if
words
he
like
just
that?
couldn't
I
pull
don't
it
like
off, like,
when
if
you
he-
use words like that against me.
Side?
With to
It's
for
not
me.
bad.
If
You won't
after
lose
winning
because of
pistol
that.
only 4 rounds, it's a yikes.
Exactly,
It's a
but
very
oh,
hard
Look
thing
at
to
that, look at
justify.
that, look at that.
I love how we were syncing up just as much as EXO is. Sai comes in and a beautiful double
Tired.
thing, not even a single.
Streaming is tiring,
But there is
guys.
a cheeky little fan coming out from the side of EXO, and if this
And then they try to go see after getting that
pulled it
one
off, the
pick.
flank coming that came in at the
and-
right time. And
And I think Emo wins this. I think it's pretty,
And oh,
pretty
this is
good round for Emo.
great.
I think Wimp whiffs
And the
something.
spike is planted on the back of the side. That's it.
This is a pretty weird setup from
What?
EXO, right?
Done.
Hey,
Like,
wake
given
up.
the fact that they're playing double garage, like the spike's only planted for you. Like if he has a flash and he can find out, like luckily he doesn't, and if he had a flash like find out there's no one playing CT, he would have known both are garage. You could have easily
Right
got into
there.
half or something. क्या पोक आया तेरा? Shocky pokes. Shocky 5 मिनट में आ रहा हूँ. रुक जा
Pretty
मैं body
much
खत्म कर रहा हूँ. And then Emo wins this round. I think everyone's seen this one pretty clutch, pretty strong.
So clearly, Wimps no.
He's at an emo.
That's their aggressive side. That is
And
working
then
out
they
for
just
them.
execute. Oh, they forced
Five is
bot and
gonna
won
be
the
a
round.
flawless
Against reset ourselves. Down here. And with the fast
Yeah.
rush being absolutely clean and beautiful
Execute
team
comes
so they can
out
just get
on the back
another
of
round for
A, on
themselves.
the back
With
of that
10-42, They're
utility.
being forced on.
because that would be
Nothing
how
much
they
going
decided to go
on
for the sack.
otherwise.
Left right instead.
So I'll pick it up. It's okay, guys. You can ignore that for now. And yeah, 10-5.
They're not pushing their corners. They're not pushing for information, and this could just cost
So
them.
they get
kills.
information at
Once
A,
again,
the econ
Teammate though,
misses,
they're
no, right?
defaulting back to their
And
A
Exo
strategy.
Exo does a good
Just
fake.
spot out the owl
I think
code.
it's
This
also
will be a
because they
call
don't
out
have
for
much
everyone.
information
They
gathering
have a
ability.
possible
Also, this is a weird killjoy setup. I don't know why they're playing this way. This turret doesn't provide much info, and you'd much rather have it over here, so it gets garage and top C, and you can get B at the same time. This is a weak setup, and it's not even gonna do much, bro. Like once there's a dash off, like you don't even have killjoy to justify playing retake on this setup.
Ball on the other side, they
So,
have the killjoy ultimate as well. It's gonna be working out in their favor.
Come, we play ranked हाँ बस ये
Where
word
it
के
all
बाद,
goes.
and there should be one.
Right now.
And Exo lost the retake, but still I don't like the way. I don't think it's justifiable how strong
This
they're
time,
able to
and
defense.
we know
Time to
शाकिया सुबह उठ के दो मैं हारा हूँ मैं वैसे भी बेहतर
Wow,
है
that's so-
खेल तो सकते
unsung hero in
हैं
that round has to
ज़्यादा
be
उम्मीद
sad.
नहीं है मुझे रैंक से सिंगापुर खेल रहा था
like those. Hyper is looking to pick up another kill like that with the one he pulled up in the last round, but it's going to be a little bit difficult, and he needs a little bit of backup, and that backup is going to be coming in. Toast is leading the charge over here. There's nobody to take care of Garage at all.
दो
Nobody for
स्प्लिट
Heat to
खेला
be
एक पे
taking
रेस
for
खेला
there.
थोड़ा डुबाया
Exo-
स्काई खेला और उधर भी थोड़ा सैड
They've given up the jig. They've told M42, no, we're going to be going down C, but no, instead of that, they're going to go for Maboozle and go for B instead, and Rix is all alone there. There's
like this is weird right because Rix is playing B and he doesn't have anything to work with except that alarm, but now they can easily overwhelm him. Hyper hits a shot, that's a good shot, but now Rix, okay, he gets 2 kills which is big, but he could have only gotten 1. Blackhawk gets a good lurk off in the meantime,
Oh my god,
but
such
I don't think he's in a position to get more than
Spike
that.
Lad is
मेरे साथ
coming
नहीं
down
खेलना
at
इसलिए ठीक है
M42.
रुक ये वॉर्ड खत्म करने दे फिर एक
Exo.
आध खेलेंगे फिर मैं लंच करूंगा और फिर वापस खेलेंगे
Who's going in for
7
that?
7:30 तक खेलते हैं आज
talk about Hyper
चिल
and his
चिल दे आज
operating.
थोड़ा
They're always Sam over here who's gonna True picks up 2 kills for himself. Looking to get a third, but no Blackhawk is deep in the side to get that kill for
no they get kills but this is
the
10-8
Whip is
oh wow
gets-
this
gets his
round
health
is
back,
on
and
the way
it's gonna be them double peeking him, and I don't really think that Hyper can be Wimp can be
wait why does
gets his health back. And it's gonna be them double peeking
Why
him. and
does
I don't
Emo
really
look
think that
there?
Can be,
Hyper
Wimp
had
can
it
be pulling it off,
covered.
but he's pulling out the impossible. Pulls out that kill on Emo. Hyper has pulled off his operator.
yikes
it's
this
gonna
is
be
a
short
hard
as
round to lose
Of those leads.
11-7 now they
Ghost is
pop
gonna be
run
ready
back
with his own run back.
so
He's going in for the fight, and he's hungry
see
for it. Should be able to get
Blackout
one kill.
finds one
Blackouts gonna be the
kill.
first one to take down Emo. Once he's just going, he
Ghost
just runs
almost.
and goes
And
down.
Venom's just unfortunate timing.
12
he
and
gets taken
7 on-
down.
I'm a home map. No.
I like this play from Venom. He's just going for the plant, going for the swing. It's gonna be
Venom
completely fine.
finds one.
Venom, he's pushing
3.
it. He's gonna be able to take down Sai on that lurk, and this is gonna be beautiful for them.
taking that back.
They don't win this round at
Fire,
any
but no.
cost.
Black. You know the amount of god.
Yeah.
No,
So now
like-
last round. Let's see what's happening
Desperation.
and how Exo
That
close it out.
desperation- And Venom fell.
Not just yet.
They go for a hard execute
I
towards
feel like
C.
it's a little bit of desperation. It's a little bit of
Blades for
desperation right coming out from
Kali,
M42. It's
Flash
already in the
comes
12th
out,
round.
Recon
When the
comes
scorecard
out
is
as
at match
well.
point, and Venom felt like he
Flash
had to do
comes
something.
out
He went there, and it worked out for him.
Venom doesn't need to peek this
When the
guys.
scorecard
He just
is
needs
at
to
match
hold
point,
this
and Venom
and
felt
let
like he had to do something. He
contact
went
come
there,
in
and it
for
worked out him.
let the CT guy coming out and take
But
contact
they have to
and
pull off more
he'll
stuff
take
like that,
contact.
and
Like he
Venom's
gets
doing exactly
he gets 2 big
that
kills
for himself.
like which
But he's gonna
he
be shut
shouldn't
down instantly after that,
usually
but
get
Spine
because
Beast,
they'll
on
be
the other
trade
hand,
into
picks
it.
up his hyper,
What?
he
Oh
picks up
no,
his
Blackhawk, what?
Hunter's Fury, and then
Unfortunate,
there's Blackhawk.
really.
What else can
And then
And then
Hyper as an
Hyper
op,
is
so it's a
Hyper
retake with an op. It's
back
just too
to the
much to ask for. Plus you
opponent
got double
instead.
killjoy
It's
mollies,
into Hyper's?
and then you lose
Exo.
the round. Yikes! That's pretty much the word. I think Exo played well, but I definitely think we need more. Like M42 can do well. And now since you guys wanted to do my groups, right? Group A, VLT Salt, OnlyFans, Checkening Salt, VID Sports, Enigma. Okay. So I'll just write the numbers next to them. Oh, I need to clear this. Yeah. So VLT will be 1. Enigma will become 2. Salt 3. Only friends reckoning sus weird. Four, 5. No. Yeah. 6th. Yeah, I think this should be the overall ranking for Group A. Group B. There's only one thing will happen here. TR will be first in this group. That's the only thing I can say. Just kidding. This is the group of death. It's a really strong group. Without a doubt, Exploit 1. Valor 2, XO 3. This is the death group.
You were moved.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, definitely. Valor looking strong recently. They have a good lineup. But XO also strong. I think I go XO 2. Yeah. Exploit 1, correct. XO 2, Valor 3. Essential God Particles, ROG Academy. Guys, like ROG Academy are, I think these two teams are, these three, like TR, God Particles, and ROG Academy can be dark horses. What are you guys thinking? Is it duel 4? No. I'm really excited to see Exploit play. Just to think they're strong. Valor a third. I can't tell. ROG didn't perform well in Penta Esports. They beat Reckoning and in one of the other qualifiers. I don't know how much, but they're also a newer team. I think they'll be towards the lower half, but yeah. I guess anyone from these can be in the lower half, like except XO Valor and TR, like XO Valor and Exploit. I think Soul 4th, TR 5, God Particles 7, M42 6, 7. But these three will interchange between themselves. God Particles defeated Valor in Penta Esports squad. What are some? Yeah, so these bottom three will interchange. Even TR, like this, and this can interchange very easily. And the standings between these four will just mess around with themselves. Valor can still be top 3, I think. Exploit 2, and like, who do you think is 1 then? I think Exploit is just too strong right now. I feel only EXO and TE in top 4. Okay, interesting. But I think this should be more or less. But the thing is, TR tops groups. I said that was the first thing I said. TR tops the groups. TR has some hidden tricks up their sleeves that no one knows about. So yeah. So yeah, I think this will be my ranking. But Exploit 1, XO 2, and then really everyone else can just interchange. So yeah, that's gonna be it from the stream today, guys. I'm tired. I'm gonna chill out a little bit. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We've hit 43 likes. I think we can easily go to 45, 50 likes. 50 likes is the goal. Come on, guys. I know you guys wanna like it. मेरे को भी ट्रिक बता, फास्टेस्ट बताता हूँ. तेरे को भी मालूम है टीएस पे. तुम लोग नहीं तो निकाला है सब ट्रिक्स. बताता हूँ बाद में. Drop a like in the stream, guys. Come on, 43 likes, we can hit more. I'm pretty sure. These are my socials. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter. Those are the places I'm the most active in terms of where I will be posting things about myself, and like where I'll be telling you guys when I'm streaming. So if you don't know when I'm streaming, when I'm going live, follow me there definitely. And I'll mostly stream on Monday evening. I think I want, if not depending on G result, the G match, I want to stream after that. So I'll definitely watch that. So yeah, and thank you guys so much for 100 subs. Be it 100 subs lately, means a lot. I know I don't stream much. I hardly stream at all. So 115 subs, you got 15 subs this stream. Pretty happy with this. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Kickbones easy win, agree. If you don't okay, TR tops groups, let's fucking go. मेरे को भी बता trick बता था. Ashish bye. Kickbones easy win, agree. TR kal. Lama self first. Get up and do 10 push-ups. Okay. Mods please, timeouts Taraf Pal. I don't know who he is. Chat में के कुछ भी अश्लील बातें कर रहा है. चलो bye.